Hello everyone, and welcome to Vanderlyn Motorsports. Here in a little bit, I will be joined by my friends over at the Vanderlyn Motorsports Discord server. So, today, before the race starts, I just want to say that this is the first race of the 2003 NASCAR 2003. So, in other words, let me get my other commentators online.
About to do it.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We are live. So, all right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
I am.
All right. Because of the way NASCAR 2003 works, it's going to be kind of hard for me to do this. So, let's see if this works. Welcome to NASCAR 2003 season. Today we'll be racing at Pocono.
The Tricky Triangle, located in Long Pond, Pennsylvania.
Drivers, to your...
Now, Pocono Raceway is a unique style of racetrack. It is an oval racing circuit with 3 turns instead of 4. It is a triangle circuit, and that is why it is called the Tricky Triangle. Originally built for IndyCar racing back in the 1970s, the NASCAR Cup Series is a common returning series to the Pocono Raceway.
Hold on.
Today, you're going to be racing.
Something seriously wrong is happening. I'll try it again.
Ashton, what's your YouTube so I can watch the stream? I forget.
Hold on.
It's ASP
Isn't Ashton
2017.
Isn't Ashton Studios Productions or whatever?
Yes, it is. You can watch this. Most of these guys are at Ashton Studios Productions.
Here.
So does the game just keep breaking? Is my question.
Yeah, let me try this again.
Please stand by as we
Oh,
are.
wait. You gotta turn the shadows off for the next gens.
Oh. Sorry, guys. This is going to take me a moment. I'm pretty new to 2003, if you can't tell.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
All right. I assume it's shadows.
Yeah, from cars.
But structures is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. This should be better
For
then.
some reason, like it just does that with the next gen in particular.
Drivers, to your cars.
Welcome
Here we go.
to Pocono. As you can see, we have a lot of different cars, but these are not the ones that we're mainly looking at. Hold on. It's gonna.
Oh god, you forgot to do your rankings.
What? I don't know how to rank in this game yet.
I can probably do this for you.
We could just do a race with all the guys, cars, and only, but
I don't know how Yeah, but that wouldn't make sense.
okay.
It's gonna take a bit to get these guys and get us rated, so we got to do this after it's done.
So wait, how do you rate them?
In the opponent manager, there should be an option when you click on a certain driver. It says ratings above the car section.
Roster, active, see.
Go to the left. There it is.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I highly recommend I just do this.
So what would the aggression be for Nick?
You sure you want to do this now? We're still live, aren't we?
Yeah, you know, we'll do it another time. What we could do is we could just do the Vanderlyn crew.
Yeah, you know.
Let's just do that. That way it's easier.
Yeah.
We're gonna be actively rooting against each other.
To
I
be
know.
fair, we always do that.
Drivers, to your
Yeah.
cars.
I hate how I have to wait for him to say it. But
Oh wait,
fine.
Dale Jr.'s in the. Aw.
Oh,
I
Rest
had-
his soul.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s return to the Cup Series in 2027 return confirmed.
Rest
All
his
right.
soul.
Series return.
Here we are. Here
Well,
at Pit Lane. Welcome to the Vanderlyn
Drivers,
400.
To your cars.
Here we go.
Right.
Welcome.
This
400.
this race is 400 miles, 160 laps around a 2.5 mile speedway, known as Pocono Raceway. The fuel window should be anywhere between 25 to 30 laps, and a set of tires should last about that distance. Now, fuel mileage racing is not something. It's not uncommon here at Pocono Raceway. We have seen several finishes where the first 3 cars have run out of fuel on the last few laps of the race. The most memorable finish being the 2015 Pocono race here in the NASCAR Cup Series, where Matt Kenseth eventually went on to win a fuel mileage thriller at Pocono.
Honestly, lovely day for this, or night for most people. Here we have qualifying 75 on the inside, 66 on the outside, the 38 on the inside, the 29 on the outside, the 43 on the inside, the 98 on the outside, the 95 on the inside, the 19 on the outside, and finally the 97 on the inside, trailing.
For reference, inside is even. No, inside is odd. Outside is even.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes. So the third place car is starting on the inside, watch out for that on restart, because the third place car could get a nice restart and challenge for the lead going down into turn number 1. Watch that down turn number 1, especially out of the tunnel turn. Really, all 3 turns here at Pocono Raceway are very fast, very high risk, and if a pass goes wrong or someone isn't clear, wrecks can happen and they can get big. So we'll see what kind of action we get here tonight here at Pocono.
Honestly, this track is known for wreck, so we were just going over just before this race that you can wreck out very easily on these turns. We're hoping this doesn't become a demolition derby like last night's qualifying was. As far as we know, the 86 car is perfectly fine. It had some roof damage, as said earlier, but as far as we know, it is perfectly fine.
Yes, that team actually rolled out their backup car. In fact, several teams have rolled out their backup cars, and they were allowed to keep their starting positions because NASCAR really only penalizes the teams if the body had an aerodynamic advantage or if the team had a illegal engine, which none of the cars did. Each car passed through tech inspection, and they are now sitting on the grid. I think at least 6 of the teams have their backup cars out because the qualifying races got really wild, including one car getting on its roof. AJ alluded to.
Yeah. One thing I will say is going into this race, the favorite seems to be a mix between the 97 car and the 38. There was also some for the 95. A lot of people have been rooting for the 95. I was even told that it was probably in contention for best paint scheme of the new Cup Series. And honestly, I hope it wins. I mean, in my opinion, the 43 has to have one of the best paint schemes of this race, but that's just me.
Well, I want to talk about that third place car. Team owner AJ, he has been on fire through practice and qualifying, and he's not known to back down, especially when he's up in front.
That
He
is
will get
true.
aggressive if we have to.
That is true.
Yes.
I also another thing is gotta give props to the 98 car during qualifying a little bit ago. He despite the almost five wrecks that happened, he got through all of them, including the if I remember correctly, it was the
Start your engine!
I was not expecting that. Also, just me, does that sound like Blair?
Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Here we
the command
go.
has been given and we're off pit road.
It looks like it's going to be a single file start.
Also, just means that's
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
yep, I can see that the single file start being crucial, maybe through the drivers' meeting. NASCAR has decided that a single file start would be necessary.
Never mind. Looks like they were just a little bit late on that start lap. It looks like Chief has opted out. The 66 is nowhere to be seen on the field.
NASCAR has decided that a single file start will have to peer back on the number 66 possible mechanical issues on that car. If they don't keep the pace car out, they will start right.
Well, let's just hope for some good old racing. That's all I care about. Here they come around the turn. Gotta hand it to that 29 car. 29 car looks absolutely amazing, and I must say, the decals for the Wrangler logo, the tribute to Dale Earnhardt Sr., I really like it. I'm very happy. There was some controversy from what people call the Witch of the South of even putting it on there, and I'm glad that they were able to push through to put that on there.
Yep. Pocono is a track that takes everything a race car has to give. Aerodynamics, horsepower, great chassis, great driver.
All right.
As the pace car heads
Pace
on
car's
to
in.
pit road, pull those belts tight one more time.
And here we go. We are starting now.
Boogity,
Green
boogity,
flag out.
boogity.
And you go.
as the chief is still waiting in pit crew. We don't know what's going on with that car.
Looking at the back, the 95 and the 97. Oh, both fighting it out. There's some contact with the 98 and the 43. Nick, the Patrica, is leading the pack at the moment. Look at that. Look, it's 3 wide going in here on the backstretch. They go into the turn. The 75 and the 38 are fighting it out.
Contact. The leader got into the wall of contact. 29 just didn't hang on the outside there. He made the wise decision to back off of it before they headed into the tunnel turn. Looks like the number 90. You take it, AJ.
Let me look again. 38's leading. Going into the finish line here. 38 looks like he's going to come into the center here. 98 gives it a push. 98 overtakes the 75. What is happening? Oh, 75 pushing contact with the 98.
What's going on?
Oh, they're getting into the wall.
Look at that. 3 wide coming into the backstretch. 75 going in front of the 49. The 38 is still leading.
75 ripping the wall
hit
here.
The 43.
What is seen by the 43?
Moving out of control. The last part of the back.
Yeah.
Contact with Blair Mastodon.
The 38 is leading the pack. The 19 and the 29 are fighting for second place here, with the 98 just close behind it. I'm not gonna lie, man. That 43 has got quite... It's getting quite behind. The 79 gives the 29 a push. 98's giving it making a run for it. Second place. My goodness. Oh, and there's a wreck.
29 around to the inside wall.
Oof.
That looks like a bad wreck.
Take a look at that. There's the 29.
Wild ride for the 29 there.
And I do not believe
Mustang.
no caution.
Meanwhile, 66 is still remaining in the pits. We don't know what's going on with that.
I think it was something to do with the clutch issue.
I'm hearing reports that it's actually the starter. The team forgot to change the starter on the number 66. That's what's taking so long.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That 38 has got quite a lead. Here's the scoreboard currently. 38, the lead lap.
You know, I've
piston issue. That's not good.
Oh, engine issue. Yeah. Tell you what, I think
Here it comes in the pit row.
I've been noticing a lot of the cars when they go down to the turn 1 at the back end seem to be swinging out towards the wall in an oversteer type action. So it seems that downforce might be limited, and that's why you see these guys getting into each other off of a corner exit. And we have 3 cars in the pits.
29 coming out pit road, along with the 98. Looks like Nick, the Patrica 75, is taking a while. We got 2 more coming down. Here's the 97 with the 98. Honestly, throughout this race, the 97 has done immaculately well. The 98 as well. 2 have been trading top positions for quite a while now. While the 98 has been, no, the 97 has been down a little bit. I gotta say, I gotta hand it to him. He is doing fairly well. A little bit of contact there on the wall.
Yeah, it seems to me that these drivers are just being way too aggressive. Only that 5-minute race, and we've already had significant contact. It's one of those things where Pocono Raceway is the kind of track where you don't really race each other, you race the racetrack. And, you know, we're lap 5, lap 6 into this race. Give and take, give and take. You don't need to tear your race car up on lap 1 just because you want one position. You earn it over the long run through pit strategy, and so I'm a little disappointed to see what we've seen so far. But hey, we've got 155 laps to go. We'll see what these drivers do. But Speaking of that number 38, these Dodges were very, very fast in practice, very fast in qualifying. They seem to have the best power to aerodynamic package out of really any of the Ford or Chevy or Toyota cars here too. So I'm very impressed by the Dodge team. They've done a great job with that car. Dodge is returning to the Cup Series in 2026. And it seems the number 97 car is coming up the road.
I think I saw leader Aston Jones come into the pits.
I don't really understand why they would come to the pits. I mean, they haven't only 7 laps into a fuel run. Oh,
38 bashes into the pace car. That's not good. Never mind. He's changing tires.
38 is taking 4 tires and probably getting 2 tanks of Sunoco fuel and an adjustment. Looks like that car will be sent back out.
From the looks of it,
19.
here comes 75. And your new race leader is
Dan Denny out of Marion, North Carolina, is making a good show of it here at Pocono.
I must say, 38 still in second as of the point standing on here.
Yep, and it looks like Nine got turned on one of the opening laps. He seems to be holding his own. He's 53 seconds back from the leader, but he's still on the lead lap. Caution would definitely fix that. But the 19 is right on his tail. He may go a lap down here.
29 still leading the pack, but with 19 trailing.
You know, the 19 is our current leader, and
The 29 is about to be lapped. He's 53 seconds off the pace.
yeah, a lot of these cars are about a lap down, except for the 75, who's 2 laps down. We were just getting reports from the pits that the 66 had DNF due to a piston falling out.
Yes.
I feel bad for it.
Engine failures, and yeah, I mean, that's just is what it is. You just pack up and move on to the next race. All the while, 38.
Ripping the wall here.
I was gonna say
Only 20 cars on the lead lap.
the 38 car is actually one lap down himself. So both the 38, so the 29 is actually fighting to stay on the first car lap down. Or fighting to stay on the lead lap. The 38 car would be the first car lap. He would get the wave around if the caution flag was to come out. It might be smart on the 19's part to just kind of let these cars go for now, because those cars are racing a lap down, and yeah, it looks like that's what he'll do.
Because when it comes to lap traffic, they're going to do anything and everything to try and stay on that lead lap. And it's going to get hectic when you try and take them out.
Exactly. You know, on a high-speed track like this at Pocono, it's when you're the leader, you've got clean air. If you have the car to pass, then you can do that because you just naturally have more speed. But the 19 car might be somewhat equal with those cars as far as pace around this racetrack, and so really not a smart idea to push your car. And like I said, we're lap 10 coming to lap 11, so we're coming at 149 laps to go here.
Here comes the 97, just behind the 3 up here. These Dodges are incredibly quick. I would not be surprised if he makes up this lap down within maybe 50 laps.
I would say that if they play the pit strategy. I mean, we haven't, knock on wood, we haven't had a caution yet, but
which is impressive for Pocono. No cautions.
Yeah, no caution so far, and I'm not entirely convinced that when the 29 actually got turned that he didn't. I think he spun. I don't think he hit the inside wall because there wasn't any damage on that car. He just sort of spun and was able to keep it, get it back going again. But the 75 is the only car that's 2 laps down, so F75 has a lot of ground to make up.
29
point.
coming
If
into the pit.
Yep. So 75 is 3 laps down. The number 9. So the running order is currently the number 1. The first place car is number 19. Second place is 38. Third place car or fourth place car is 29. Fifth place is number 95. Sixth place is 43. 7 is 98. 8 is 75. And 9 is 6. And in 10th is the 86.
Ooh. Contact by the 38. This is what happens when you put a bunch of super speed racers on the tricky triangle.
Yeah, that's, it's very possible that a lot of these drivers have been racing the traditional, mile and a halves like Kansas, Texas, Atlanta, where they're able to keep their foot in it almost the whole lap. But the thing is here at Pocono is because of the 3 different turns, you have 3 different levels of banking in each turn. One turn is more flatter than the other. And so you really have to get out of the throttle, even onto the brakes, and finesse the car around this racetrack. You can't just back out of it. Like, for example, the number 95 there was carrying way too much speed out of the tunnel turn and just got over the wall, And these cars, these Gen 7 cars, are extremely sensitive to aerodynamics. And so any brushes with the wall is just reducing the aerodynamics more and more, causing more severe understeer, which means the drivers are going to have to spend more time on the throttle, and that will cause them to lose downforce and slide up into the wall like they've been doing. So really, it's just a package of over-aggression and inexperience just racing around a track like Pocono. But it seems the drivers seem to be managing. Kudos to NASCAR. I mean, these Gen 7 cars are able to take these hits better than the older generations cars. For example, the Gen 6, a brush with the wall just like that in the Gen 6 car would result in a sheet metal caving in on the tire, coming down and pretty much ruining your day. But these Gen 7 cars are tanks, so these drivers are just keep going.
From the looks of it, 19 is on pit road. He was our lap leader. It looks like his crew is holding him up here. I don't know what's going on with him just yet. It looks like the 38
I wonder if
might be taking our leader for right now.
Yes. There's
The
with
19
the leader on pit road,
off of pit road. Just behind.
I was going to say with the leader. My bad.
The fight of the Steelers and Pierre Marquette. Look at this. These two have been fighting it for almost 3 laps now. Honestly, impressive, must say.
Yes. That's the way you kind of race here at Pocono is you try and draft each other down the straightaway. And if you have the run going into the corner, you try and time your runs to where you pass on the straightaway. You can't really pass in the corners unless you do it just right. But we've seen that. Also, we should mention that it's hot down in Pocono. It is a warm track, so that means it's slick. If the track was cooler, then that means the cars are going to be better for the corners and be able to stick a lot better. So track temp also has a lot to do with that. So,
98 passing the 19. Look at this. Look at that line. Here's the 29 of Frankie Allison. Or Addison. Wait, no, Alice. Is it?
It's Allison.
Allison. Okay, I wasn't sure there. Because, yeah.
Yep. Now we have 4 cars on the lead lap here. We have the number 38, 19, 97, and 95 are on the lead lap, making the 29 car the first car lap down. As I was going to mention earlier, with the 19 on pit road, that was going to be a great opportunity for at least one car to make up a lap. For example, the 75 has actually made up a lap. He's now 2 laps down.
Here's the 38. Round in the backstretch. Into what I think is turn 2.
Yes, that is the tunnel turn here at Pocono. Very fast, very flat. That is
He's
one
gonna
thing
hit
we
the
should
wall.
stress.
No, he's not. You almost pulled a Hail Melon there.
Yeah, she's a Ross Chastain. So, fun fact about Pocono is when Pocono was built, it was originally built for IndyCar racing, actually. And the 3 turns on Pocono, if memory serves correct, I know at least 2 of them were designed after real racing circuits that IndyCar raced at. For example, Indianapolis, Milwaukee Mile, and one other track that I'm forgetting, and I'm not going to name it because I don't need to get that wrong.
TV coverage presented by Fox. So as you can see,
God
they're
help us all.
still not the best. We've been trying to talk to the CW about it, but
Yeah,
they're hard to get a hold of.
I
yeah.
can't believe we're saying this on air.
Here's Pittsburgh. Oof!
Hopefully he doesn't
Contact with
crash.
the wall. Here's the 98 and the 19. And a fight. A furious fight, I must say.
Yes, the number 98 is
The 98 may be a lap down, but my goodness.
Will the 66 be entering the race anytime soon?
66 has a blown piston and has DNF'd.
Oh,
did not even take the checker flag, or did not even take the green flag. So that is a DNS, did not start DNF. So
Seems like he's
the 98 can pass the 19 here. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 98 would have to pass the number 38. Number 38 is probably the leader of the race, but at least with the number 98 following the number 19, he can get a good idea of what his pace is.
I'll tell you now, this, from what I've seen, 29's a lap down. This 19 car, believe it or not, is only in second place. That 38 car, see where he is. Because I think, you look at that lead, to have a lead on that on a track like this is absolutely insane.
And remember, the 38 was not too long ago a lap down.
That is true, but everyone pitted.
The 19 is 8 seconds off the pace. That is diabolical.
Well, larger margins have been made up here at Pocono. I mean, we've seen fuel mileage races come down to large, spread out margins like this, and drivers just getting off the gas, not using the brakes, trying and clutching the engine in the corners, trying to save just a spurt of fuel here and there, and that may and depending on how long we go green here, will depend on whether we do have a fuel mileage race. Because if we stay green for a long time with very few cautions, and this could turn into a race where we try to undercut. Straight away, you're Pocono.
What's more impressive to me, look at this. 19 and the 29. Once again.
If only the 29 passed the 38 there, then the 29 would have found itself back on the lead lap. And that might be some of these teams that will probably entice some of these teams' strategies here is if they're a lap down, they might try to catch the leader while they're on pit road and try to overcut some runs and try to hope to get that lap back while the leader's on pit road, and then try to somehow make their pit stop. Oh, the 29 on the wall and the 19 on the wall.
There's the 75. Honestly, just having these guys is really dragging out this race. I'm not gonna lie, man. I did not expect it to be like this. Oh! My goodness!
19 to pit road. 29 on pit road.
Look at this 38 coming in the pit row right now.
This is very interesting. That car only pitted maybe 10, 12 laps ago. So this is either teams are experimenting strategies or
Look at this. The 29 and what looks to be the Steelers car is currently pitting.
29 car, they can get off pit road first, waiting for fuel. The 29 car can beat that 38 off pit road, who will get his lap back.
That is true. 30. That's not gonna happen though.
We've seen for the pace out of the 38 so far. This is going to be one tall order.
I'll tell you, one thing that might just help him is a yellow flag. But so far, if we've seen a Pocono, a yellow flag is not likely.
No, it is not.
Here's the Pittsburgh Steelers car, the 97, coming up just behind the 43. Honestly, I feel like the 43 throughout this race has been very overshadowed. This is one of our few Bahamas drivers. His name is Blair. He's a really nice guy. Known him for a while. I think even Jaden, if I remember correctly, known him for quite a while. I can't English today, man. This race has got me all sorts of banged up.
Well, I think I think the commentators are getting more banged up than the cars up here.
I already feel drunk as heck.
Bahamas, Atlanta sponsorship, and I tell you, they've been these cocktails, man. There's some good stuff up here. Anyways.
Yeah, we've already snorted 3 lines.
Wait, no. You can't
say that. We are so fired.
No, it's fine. We're the media
Jesus.
personnel for NASCAR.
What you're hearing is completely a joke.
It is a joke.
They're totally serious.
Don't do
No.
Smoke tires, not drugs. Good. Isn't that wait a minute? Isn't that the motto on the back of the number 98? Smoke tires, not drugs. Isn't the driver the number 98 like a part of like a drug rehab charity? I thought I saw something about that.
75 is pitted.
Yes. Looks like the 75 team is, I think they had contact earlier in the race, and they're just off on pace here. So, I mean,
I'm gonna be leaving the booth for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We are going.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's run through the running orders. We got the number 19 in the lead.
We're going to commercial.
Number 95 is second. The number 38 is third. The number 4. In fourth, we have the 43. In fifth, we have the 97. In sixth, we have the 29. Seventh, we have the 98. In eighth, we have the 75. In ninth, we have the number 66. In 10th, we have the 86. The only car to DNF in this race is the number 66 with the blown engine, specifically a piston failure. So, Jaden, from your driver analyst point of view, what do you make of this race so far?
I gotta say, these Dodges are quite quick, as Ashton has just said. Team owner AJ has been ripping up the track as of late. Remember, 19 car is still 18 seconds off the pace, which is ridiculous. Well, wait, no, that was 8 seconds. I am an idiot, ladies and gentlemen.
It's currently showing 49 seconds difference, which is
almost a lap down.
But
as we've seen, these margins can really change on a dime because the 38 himself only came from a lap down.
Well.
Here, folks.
The 19 and the 29. 19 is our current leader, coming up to the 29, which is 2 laps down. The 75 still remains 3 laps down. Honestly, I don't know, that 75 car, I saw from qualifying it was the second one out of the race, and honestly I was kind of hoping to do better than it is now, but winners can't be choosers.
No,
Beggars.
unfortunately. And you know, I think we've pretty much found our 2 cars that are in contention to win tonight. That is the 19 and number 38. Pretty much everyone from third on back is 1 lap down, or at least 1 lap down. So
Unless someone
caution would
causes a
definitely fix
caution.
that. Yeah, caution would definitely fix that the wave around. But from what we've seen so far,
Ooh.
we're 28 laps into this race. Ooh.
I'll tell you, once we get that aggression status up, I think it'd be more interesting.
Honestly, I'm scared because if Ashton's car can go like 49 seconds ahead of everybody else, I don't think that aggression stat is really gonna make him less OP.
I don't know why he's so OP. I mean, Frank's car is pretty much the same as mine.
Yeah, that the 19 or the number 38, the only Dodge in this race.
That's not true.
Oh, who else is a Dodge?
Here. Wait. Where's the... Oh, no. Shoot. I screwed that up.
Is the 86 not in the race?
The 86 was supposed to be the other Dodge. But he must have DNF'd. Or DNS'd.
It looks like...
2 cars DNS'd.
Okay, so it looks like, yes, so we have 2 cars out of the race, leaving 8 cars running.
Oh, look at this. The 95 and the 38. The 95 is 1 lap down, though. 38 lets him by.
Yeah, that was very, very, very over aggressive right there. That could have wiped out both race cars right there. So I think that was a little uncalled for on the 95's part.
Mr. Curry is known to get desperate under pressure. Here comes back AJ. He's gonna get his driver.
Number 95 will slip up high. The
Sliding
number
around
38.
turn 1. Ashton Jones, not too happy it seems.
I don't know what he's not happy about. I mean, he has been doing best. He is currently leading over the 19 right now. Most cars past 4th place, a lap down.
Now, racing for an owner driver, one thing you do not want to do is piss off your owner, as he could quite literally just take you on to school.
That is true, but here's another thing you gotta keep in mind. The 95 and the 38 are on the same team. Along with the 75.
Counterintuitive. Oh, here comes the 38. AJ on the inside.
And yet, oof, they're side by side. Look at this.
Jaden Curry not willing to give up his lap.
To the leader. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be a drag race down the front stretch, and the 38 looks like it's going to win it out.
Whoa! Crossover!
Whoa!
Jaden Curry on the inside! We got contact!
Oh, we got contact!
Jaden Curry ahead of the leader!
My goodness.
That was very uncalled for on the 95's part. I understand the crossover, he had the run, but he was not clear.
And no caution
NASCAR
still.
should not follow 95.
No caution and still on the lead lap, but at what cost for Ashton Jones?
Honestly.
On the inside here, seeming to get a run in turn 1.
This, boys and girls, is very interesting. The 38 still riding that draft from the 95. 19 and 75 are just behind them. Coming out of the back straight. Looks like Ashton's going to try and take the outside. Oh,
Contact to
look
the
at
wall
this.
again from the 95.
Passing him on the
95
outside
is
lane.
chopping back.
38.
Jaden Turn is chopping back, and AJ takes back the... Ah, crap. What does he take back?
Well, from the looks of it,
And
the 95 is
Jaden-
no longer a lap down.
Jaden Curry is now down. Can he
Alright.
make it back up? He's still within striking distance.
Still riding that air from the 38. Looks like he's just barely
Doesn't have
drawing
to
the
charge
distance.
like Ashton does. I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
These next gen Dodges, they
Oh.
came out of nowhere, but man, have they been
He's on
fighting.
the bumper.
The 19, though, is coming up on this backstretch. Here at the tip of the triangle, turn 2.
Straight in
Coming
the
in.
wall, Jaden Curry. Getting a little too over-aggressive there.
And then turn 3. Looks like the 95, I noticed, is starting to be a little bit more aggressive towards the 38. His own team member. How interesting is that?
Well,
His
the number
boss
95 is
under
racing to stay on the lead lap, so he's fighting for his life. He's fighting to stay in contention in this race, and number 38 knows that. That's just one more competitor that the number 38 has to deal with. So you can
That's
understand
true.
why they're racing so aggressively. They're both fighting for something here.
It doesn't help
It's-
during qualifying. The 38 did overall better than most of others, so it makes sense. A lot of these guys would want to target the 38, try and get him out of contention, out of anything.
into the wall again. This is a double-edged sword for AJ. This, on one hand, he knows he hired a great driver. Jaden Curry seems to have a really strong wheel. But on the other hand, with him as the target...
95.
Oh!
95
Side by
overtakes
side
the
on the
38.
He'll get his lap back!
The 38 passes him right at... My
Like
goodness,
that
man.
much.
38 regains his win, though, by riding the wall. A mini Hell Melon, if you will. 95 just
On the
rubbing
bumper
straight
here in
up.
turn 1, Jaden Curry will not be denied. Curry trying to follow that draft.
My goodness.
This is absolutely outstanding racing here at Pocono.
He's not even racing for the win, and yet he's having the drive of his life. Ashton going down to block now.
He went from a defensive play style to an offensive play
Into
style.
turn 3, turn 4. Can they be side by side again? He's got the run.
It's going to be a drag race, but the 38's got him over. 38.
Almost clear at the line.
The number 95 just can't clear the number 38. He's got to get alongside of it. He's got to side draft and slow down the number 38 down the front straightaway here at Pocono. But he can't quite get slightly into the wall.
Looks like he's going for a pass here. I don't think he has the run to do it, though. He's falling back into the draft.
My goodness.
Oh! Near into the quarter panel.
This 95 must have syphilis or something, because my goodness, he feels like he tries to pass a 38, and the 38 just pulls something out of nowhere and just passes him again. But it looks like the 38...
Running outside the wall. AJ coming into the pits. Can he get his lap back? It looks like the 95 will get his lap back after all.
For the 38, this is very interesting. But my
19,
goodness,
20
I gotta
seconds
give
back.
it. The 95 throughout this race has been doing very well, I must say. Check on the other cars. Looks like the 29 of Frankie Allison is also coming in.
19 is 20 seconds back. Can he get back his? Can he take back the lead from an 18-second deficit? And now 14-second deficit.
We'll just have to see. That 38, though, has a monstrous lap time.
Yeah, an average of 156.219 miles an hour around 2.5 mile speedway. That's not bad. That's moving. For the number 29,
Whoa!
Contact by both blue and yellow Warriors.
Looks like the 19 is going to get a good pass on
19
the
getting
outside.
jump.
Just passes the 75. I feel really bad for that 75 car. I mean, it's just so down. I mean, Patricia has to be wondering how he got 3 laps down. And I think it was because of that pit stop earlier in the race. No amount of pit stops from the leaders can stop this man, though. Back to the 19. The 19 is now leading and has completely wiped away the 38's lap time. But that's probably not going to stand.
Nope. The number 38 is with I just from how spread out the cars are, I don't think you can really run someone down just on pace. I think you just have to outthink them and out-pit them, out-strategize them on the racetrack.
I see what you
You gotta
mean.
be extremely aware of where they are in the racetrack and have a really good understanding of how many laps can you go on the tank of fuel. How many laps can you go on the tank of fuel? How many laps can you put on those tires before you start losing pace? Or how much fuel can you save? Here comes the 43 looking on the inside of the 19. I don't think he's going to get there.
Blair, I think, has been very underlooked. He is only a lap down, and if he's able to regain that lap, he might be in contention for the leaders. The 95, oh, look at this, look at the scoreboard. 95 has overtaken the 38 in lap time. Here's our 38 car now.
Hats off to the number 95. He raced the 38 like hell. Maybe a little over aggressive, getting into the wall and making contact. But look where that got him. It got him second place in this race. And if I remember correctly, he was a lap down in this race at one point. So, yeah, props to the 95 for rallying back and still making a run at it. Challenging the 19 and the number 38, showing him that, hey, there might be a Toyota and a Dodge at the front of this field, but I'm going to make sure a bow tie is in contention. So,
I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, Curry has been shown to be one of the best drivers. I mean, when we first started, Curry was probably one of the nicest drivers. But if he's pushed, he'll push hard. But it looks like he might have to give that to the 38. Unfortunately, it's 38 passes.
The 38 is the 38 is now 19 still the leader, 38 second, the number 95. The closest car to him is the number 43, which is 16 seconds back. Which
Whoa! Look at this. The 19 has a blown motor.
No, 19.
The 19
The leader.
car has blown an engine.
The leader.
Caution's
Blown
out yet.
motor. As far as we know, no caution.
The 19 car has blown an engine. From my understanding, the only Toyota in the field.
This is insane.
Wow.
But we're still green. I think there should have been a caution for that.
One of the fastest cars in the field has blown an engine. Not even 40 laps into this race. This is wild. This is pretty much the hands of the race into the 38 and the 95.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what the his crew says once it gets into the pits here. It was a good run by the 19, but looks like he's gonna lose this lap. It looks like
one of the things here in Pocono is because of these long straightaways, the engines they spend a lot of time at a higher RPM, well above 6,000, 7,000 RPM, and so sustaining that RPM down the straightaways, some engines can take it, some engines can't, and unfortunately, the power plant under the 19's hood couldn't take it today.
Nope. Here we have one of our pace views, 38 in the background, as the 19 comes in the pit road. And Valve. That is unfortunate to see. You never want to see that.
Nope,
Here we are.
never
We'll be
want
going.
to, but
Here we are by the pit lane. We will be
One of
taking
the
a quick
strongest
break.
all day. A sad end for the 19.
There's a 19 out of qualification.
So mostly
He
because of
fell
this,
behind
the
so.
19 is he will stay at the bottom of the leaderboard above the two that DNF before the race. We'll just have to see after that.
Oh boy.
Welcome back. Your current leader at the moment is the 38. 19 just DNF did not finish the race, so it will be going above the 9, the 66 in 8th place from the looks of it, which means poor 19. He had a good run, I must say. As you can see, he's slowly going down the pace. Before we turn over, we must thank our sponsors, the Wheeling and Lake Erie Railroad Company and the Pittsburgh Penguins were gracious enough to help sponsor the races here. All right, and here we are, back to the 95. 95's a lap down, but he has been racing very good all day, and he was even able to pass the 38 today. And I must say, I must give it to Curry. He has the courage to do this, and I think he has a chance to win this race. And at the very least, he might be in contention to win the Vanderlyn Cup.
yeah, that's not mistaken. I mean, we've got some other tracks coming up that we think that could fit nicely into his wheelhouse. Oh. As soon as we start praising as soon as we start praising the number 95, he gets in the wall. The good old commentator curse. So maybe we should lay off praising the number 95.
Looks like 95, despite being a lap down, is just behind the 38. These two are pretty much rivals from what we've seen here.
At this point.
Yeah.
That's one thing you don't want to see. An owner driver with their own driver tangling heads. That's sure to stir up a few things.
Yeah, it's a common thing in other forms of racing, but especially in NASCAR, where two teammates will be more competitive with each other than really anyone else in the field. The best example of this being, one of the oldest examples being Junior Johnson's race team back in the early 1980s with Neil Bonnet and Darrell Waltrip. Those two drivers were very, very competitive with each other, more so than anyone in the field. So, yeah, it's not uncommon for drivers that are teammates to get into it with each other and get mad. And other examples have been Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon in the 2010s at Hendrick Motorsports. They had a rivalry going on for a while, and yeah, it's not an uncommon thing to see in NASCAR.
Oh no, here's the 38, rounding the corner here. A little bit of contact with the wall. I have noticed a lot of contact today. I really wish they wouldn't, but you can't really control them.
No, and like I said, it must be a thing of slick track conditions, lower downforce. NASCAR actually has a lower downforce package here at this track, and so maybe the cars just don't quite have the grip that they should going into the corners, and I think it's just a matter of overspeed. Drivers carrying too much speed, car not having the front downforce coming off corner exit, and it's
yeah. Well, here's our second placer, the 97. Pittsburgh, place where Ashton is from. Here we see what looks to be the 98 car coming into the pits. 1 lap down, that's not good to see, but you gotta replace tires. You gotta replace tires. So throughout this race, one driver I feel really bad for is 75 actually. He is 3 laps down. Person driving this is Nicholas Patrica. Good man. I've known him for a while. Me and him used to be rivals back in their heyday, but we've toned it down a bit. Me and him are pretty good. I feel really bad for him. He's 3 laps down. He's struggling. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he said he's hoping for a caution.
I've been as a commentator who's been following NASCAR racing for years. I remember the old days of the Steel City Cup, and number AJ and number 38, and actually Nick keeping his old number, number 75. That feud came to a head at Atlanta in 2024. Fall race in Atlanta when both cars wrecked out for the lead, and it really pulled over after that. But after that, they seemed to quiet it down.
Didn't help that there were some people on Ashton's side, specifically people that he was dating that were instigating it. But fortunately, a lot of this stuff has been fixed, and currently we're looking at our first clean season. So far, no cautions. That is a rare sight to see, I must say. No cautions at the triangle.
Yeah. Should we have a quick story time?
Yep.
If you want, here's our
Okay.
Here's our 97
for
car.
Folks listening, for AJ in number 38 and Nick in the number 75, AJ started dating what was then Nick's girlfriend, and that sparked a fiery rivalry, a bigger rivalry than anyone in NASCAR racing has seen in a long time. And yeah, like I said, things came to a head in Atlanta, actually last year at the fall Atlanta race, and things boiled over, tensions got heated, things happened, and people have moved on, and actually Nick and AJ have come to terms and forgave each other, and decided to forgive and decide to race another day. So we're out here at Pocono AJ putting on a more decent run than Nick is. Unfortunately, Nick, I think due to bad pit strategy and just not having quite the pace, and is 3 laps down.
Well, that happens at Pocono. It's especially very punishing. This track is very, very punishing.
It can be, because it's you can have great car, great aerodynamics, great engine package, the right gears and the drivetrain. You can have all the right things, but just bad pit strategy will just take you out of the race, no matter how good your car is. So
What a lot of people need to understand is sometimes it's not always about the equipment you have, it's about the strategy and the smarts of the person driving it or even using it.
exactly, and that's the thing that the crew chief can only do so much. It's when it all comes down to it, it's on the driver's shoulders to do the thing well. As we can see, another car into the wall off of off of the tunnel turn. And, NASCAR might as well just throw a caution flag. Just go inspect the walls around this racetrack. Here comes a number. Which car is that?
The 97 coming into the pits, our second place leader. If the 38 pits, we might have a full reset of the lap downs.
We might, if everyone from 3rd on back to 7th is on pace, and they can catch the number 38. Speaking of the devil, the 38 is on pit road.
Oh my goodness! And it looks like he's going to be the first one out of pit road.
Can
The
Nick
30
take the lead after this?
I hate to toot his horn here, but 38 throughout this race seems to have had one of the best pitch strategies here,
If
and I
not
think that's
the best.
38. I mean, this is. I mean,
The
this is
38
the cat and mouse
home
game.
state hero. Home state hero. Remember, everyone. He has had a 3/4 slice of everything today. Good car, good strategy, good racecraft.
There goes the number 95 lurking in the background.
well, that's no really oh my goodness. Looks like the 95, if it can catch up to the 38, then just think about this. It will be in contention to win.
It will, and that you want to. I mean, we've already seen what these guys will do.
He's
when
up
they're
in
racing.
second, but only 3 seconds off
Holy
the pace.
crap.
95. There is no stopping 95 today.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is like I've seen aggressive racing, but like, my goodness, man.
What will the 95 do if it gets to the 38? We could have the number 38. This race is not guaranteed. That 95, if it can catch the 38, we're gonna have one hell of a duel on our hands.
Mr. Curry off track. He's one of the nicest guys you can meet. Only the third African American driver to get into the Cup Series. His journey has been one of struggle and adversity, and yet he has topped the Xfinity and Truck Series respectively. He has earned his place here, and he seemed to remind everyone of that today.
Here comes 75. I feel so bad for this guy. 3 laps down, still has not made up not even one. Like, he could at least gotten to a second. But unfortunately, from the looks of things, that's not going to happen.
Will the number 38 car start to pick up the pace here? Because he knows that the number 95 is back there lurking. He's now 11 seconds back, but
look at this. I didn't even see this till now. The 95 pitted. And here comes 38 car.
no.
He is a lap down once he gets off pit road. That is unfortunate. One of our best drivers. But he's still off. Looks like he is still not down for the count just yet. Here he comes off pit road.
At this point, you might have to sacrifice some pace just to get on the same pit strategy that the number 38 is.
It is
Maybe
true.
go a little bit slower. Try to extend your fuel mileage a little bit. Try to get on, have your crew chief or spotter watching that number 38. When does he come on pit road, and try to pit on the same lap that he does? Because if you can get on his strategy, then you're in sync with him, and you maybe try that. That might seem like the only way to catch the number 38 at this point.
And even though AJ, he's the 95's team owner, he's not gonna give him any sort of help. But all the 95 can do is just estimate, guess, and just play his cards right.
I will say, the 38 has probably had one of, if not the best strategies in not hitting the wall as often as his competitors. And I just noticed this on the scoreboard just now. Look who is in second. Aw, that's unfortunate. The 43, if he did not pit, would have been second place. But unfortunately, he's going to be a lap down once he gets off pit road. And it looks like the 75 has more bad luck, now being 4th. This is sad, boys.
Yeah, that is.
And
I don't think there's enough wave around laps under caution that the 75 could get.
The 97 still whipping around.
Yeah, here we go, Steelers.
Oof. Into the wall. Yeah, we've seen examples of team owners racing their drivers extremely hard. The best example we can think of at the moment is Denny Hamlin of 20.
Who was that? Who just popped in the booth and just did that? That was
the driver of the 19 car.
who's gonna tell him that he just DNF?
Not
Ooh.
me.
Yeah,
No comment.
here's the
Oh,
97
anyway.
car.
Oh, 75. Nick Patricia, 4 laps down.
You know,
I completely forgot what I was going to say.
that's alright. Let's find something new to say. Here is the 38. Oof. Well,
Into
forget
the
what I said
wall.
earlier. Turn 3, 2, 1.
You know, as crazy as it sounds, in 3 laps at lap 61, we will only have 100 laps to go. This race is going by pretty fast. At lap 81, we will be officially halfway.
Yeah. Let's see what Here is our second placer, the 97. Oof, contact on the wall there. Do you guys think the 97 will be able to make a good enough run to make the 38?
He's got to match him on pace. And if he can't match him on pace, actually, I think what is more important is actually sacrificing a little bit of pace and trying to just sync up on his pit strategy. Because if you can sync up on the number 38's pit strategy, then you have a chance at catching him. Then you can try to match him on pace, try to pick up the pace even, and try to get close. Because.
All right. 43 coming around the curve right now. Oof, just barely misses that wall. As the 97 slams into it.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. The best example we have of team owners racing their drivers extremely hard is a 2025 NASCAR Cup Series fall race at Kansas Motor Speedway, where Denny Hamlin raced his driver, Aaron Wallace Jr., extremely hard, even putting him into the wall, which allowed Chase Elliott to snicker a win.
I don't care that I did.
Okay.
Well, I guess the 19 driver is getting very, very rowdy and very angry. He started coming into the booth and screaming at his security, "We need him out of here."
Is there? I don't have powers to make him stop. Someone's gonna have to do that.
If he does it again, we'll kick him out.
I think Ashton's the only one with mod, though.
Yeah. If he does it again, we will black flag him for unsportsmanlike misconduct, and we will make sure that he starts last or doesn't even start in the next race. If he does it again.
1 lap penalty for brain rot material.
Yes.
5 laps.
Looks like the number 29 car is still making a decent run of this race. Currently 29th, or currently 4th, 1 lap down. But, in the grand scheme of things, not really out of it. Just needs some pit stops, just needs some things to go his way. And it might be in it.
Well, wait, hold on. It looks like the 98, despite being a lap down, is pitting. What is going on here? This is scaring me a little bit, and the reason I say that is because the 98 might be 2 laps down. Here's our lap leader crossing the finish line right now.
Yep, it's being 2 laps down. Dude's leader will beat him down into turn 1.
That is not a good thing to see, boys. Not a good thing at all, unless this 38 car pits.
You know, it's not uncommon. It's only happened a few times in NASCAR racing where the leader has lapped every car in the field on the wheel, and the last driver to do that was Jeff Burton back in New Hampshire Motor Speedway in 2000 when NASCAR decided to put restrictor plates on the engines, which led Jeff Burton to lead all 300 laps and go on to win.
Look at this. Here comes trouble, make it double. Nick and the 95 of Curry. These two are like...
Tell you what, let's do a little NASCAR racing and crank it up.
Ooh, look at that. The 95 passes the 75. Ooh, 70, but looks like the 75 is going to try to pass this guy. 75, though, has had the worst luck at Pocono so far. I guess that's what happens when you take a South Carolina driver and take him down up the PA. No wonder 38's doing so well. This is his home state.
Passed by his best friend.
How cruel. And that might...
97
might
is
put him
also
lap
from
down.
PA.
That is true. The 38 and the 97 are both from the western half of PA, though. The less cool half, but we still got a lot.
And with that,
Let's do a little NASCAR racing and crank it up. So, AJ, that means basically we don't talk for a few laps and it's kind of like the cars run. As the number 95 heads down the back straightaway into the tunnel turn.
Look at this. 97 is still just behind the 1 with a 46-second lead that the 1 has, the 38 has. I gotta say, man, 38 is smoking the competition right now. And honestly, I can't help but say I feel bad, but if you race good, you get good results. But look at this. The 95 is no longer a full lap down. What a comeback.
Yes, but he's also over a lap behind the field, so he's not, or a lap behind the leader. So he's a minute. He's got a whole 70 seconds to make up on the leader.
We've seen that red and yellow machine do some crazy stuff throughout this whole race. So
Look at this. The 43 also out of the -1L. Honestly, it seems like some of these guys are starting to just slowly catch up here, and they're not out of contention yet. We just have less than 100 laps left.
95, now only 16 seconds off. Unbelievable.
Considering he was about 40 seconds off, this is impressive.
He was a minute off, just a minute, just over a minute, and now he might be coming back.
Is the number 38 on pit road? That's what we need to know. Is the number 38 on pit road? Or is number 38 on track?
Here he is, rounding the curve right now.
And he's staying out.
The 38 must have pitted because there is no way that the number 95 would have made up that much time.
Look at that. 95 is in second place. This, boys. But the 95 goes into pit.
He's pitting once again.
But this might give a chance for the 43 as long as the 43 does not pit.
Moment of truth, boys.
Put the camera on the 43.
Trying to find it. Hold on. There we go. There's the 43.
He's staying out. He's staying out. Blair Hasted will get second place on the 69th lap.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I like what I'm seeing out of this 43. I think I said this at the beginning of the race. 43 is in contention for one of the best looking cars in this field. And honestly, I think if he can just pull out even a top 3, that would be extremely impressive. And that will put him in contention for the Vanderlyn Cup. Here comes the 97, just behind the 43. Here at Pocono. I must say I really like what I'm seeing from this 43 car, but it looks like the 95 is still holding that second place spot. Think we should go over to the 95?
Yes.
Here comes the 95 off of pit road, getting passed by the 29.
Yep.
I don't know if the leaderboards have changed just yet.
Well,
95.
The number 95 is still second. And 43 second now.
Never mind. 95 is now a lap down. Our second, though, has changed to Blair. Honestly, but Blair is pitting as we speak.
Oh, no.
See, one of the worst pit strategies is once you get close to that 38, you cannot pit.
Yeah, like I said,
I don't know what it is with these guys.
Some pace and trying to sync up on that 38's pit strategy, and it seems like no team has made an effort to do that, which is highly unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of, it's very unfortunate because I am just getting word from the crew chief of the 75 and the 95 that apparently most of this is due to tire wear. And from what I'm hearing, these Dodges might have a advantage at Pocono because of tire wear.
I mean, it could be down to gear settings. It could be down to maybe the rest of the field's running more aggressive tire pressures than the.
Look at this! Look at this! The 38. If he passes that 97 car, then that puts the 97 car one whole lap down.
And that means he would have lapped the whole field.
This man is the definition of I'm running circles around you.
Not since
Here he
2000
goes.
has a driver lapped the whole field. He gets the run into turn 1.
Will he clear him?
Looks like he's taking it.
Yes,
He
will.
clears it.
Aston Jones has just lapped the entire field. Again,
But will
not
the 97 take it? I'm wondering here. The 97 is on a different team than the 38, so I'm wondering if this 97 car will start to drive a little bit more aggressive.
Ooh, you see the
Look
back
at
end kick out in a corner exit. The 97 is definitely pushing.
That is true. But unfortunately, it looks like the 97 is going to start falling back. These Dodges, man, they have some power in them. I just cannot explain to you.
It has to come down to the fact of Dodge just got the setup down. They got the right tire pressures, the right camber settings, the right caster, the right caster in the suspension, the right aerodynamic package. Just they've
That
put the
is
whole
true.
package together, and it's very clear all their hard work is paying off for such a dominant run here at Pocono today.
But look at this. The 38 lapped the whole field. This is genuinely a moment in history. But but any sort of aggression towards that 38 car. Any aggression towards that 38 car might ruin this run. But if he can win this race, that would be one of the best statistical races in a long time. And for the first race of the Vanderlyn Cup, this is very impressive.
This is pretty much setting a statement for that number 38 team, saying we brought our A game and nothing less. Now, can they hold that as we go to other racetracks? We'll see.
This may be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I have a feeling that 38 car, despite keeping the lead now, I have a feeling something's going to happen. I just have this feeling.
You might.
Opponents.
That's true. And with that, we go to commercial break. We will be back in a little bit.
At this point, I really just want to create more for these characters.
We do, honestly. We do need these stories.
We need lore.
Yeah, like who was the Xfinity Series champion? Who was runner up in the Truck Series championship? Who dominated ARCA? Like, we need to know.
Do I dare to try and start off?
I'd say Blair did pretty good. Later.
I'd say Blair do pretty good in ARCA.
I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, you say really upwards there. Just get an ad going here.
Yo, bud, hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. See that. No pressure, kid.
And we are back. Welcome to the Vanderlyn 400.
Yes, those hips, right?
Hey,
Yes,
by the
win.
way, Jaden, we can hear stuff going through your camera. Anyways, here we are. It looks like the 43 and the 98 are 2 laps down. The 38, though, continues to lead. And look at this. Still in the same position. This 97 car has to pass that 38 in order to take the lead from it. If the 38 pits, if something could just happen to that 38, then it can easily make this up. But from what the looks of it are at the moment, we are not going to be making up these laps.
Yeah, sorry for playing that ad there. I meant to play it while you said commercial break.
It's okay. It's alright. But that 97 car has been racing hard all day, and honestly, I have to give it immense respect. Even if it finishes second, it's still going to be a contender. The 95, let's switch to that real quick. The 43, despite being 2 laps down, is just trailing behind the 38 car, and it looks like the 38 car, if the 38 car passes the 70, oh, and it looks like the 38 the 38 has passed the 75, putting the 75 5 laps down. Dear God, this is one of the worst days for Nick I have seen in a long time.
But you got to give him props, man. He's 5 laps down, but he's still out there fighting for it. He's gonna finish this race.
To be fair,
Nick,
I mean, worst comes to worst, finishing 7th isn't bad. I mean, that's still in
No.
contention. I mean, it's better than 19 to 66. Who knows what could happen to the number 38? 38 could easily have a motor malfunction.
I mean, we've already seen 2 engine failures here at Pocono today. One in the 66 not even taking the green flag, already with an blown engine. Then the 19 early in this race going out with a broken valve spring, which the valve spring is a very important part in the cylinder head, letting the fuel and air into the engine. Lap 81 laps down, 81 laps to go. We are officially halfway in the Vanderlyn 400.
I must say, man, this has been a very interesting race. While I really wish they were closer together, at the same time, this 38 car is putting on quite a show. I'm really hoping, though, that somebody takes the lead here. It looks like the 75 and the 43 are fighting through this right now. But if that 43 can pass that 75, then he might have a chance to pass the leader. Then the 43 would only be 1 lap down. This 43 car, from what I've seen, has a pretty good chance of taking on gold here.
Yep. And fun fact about the 43, the last time the Ford carried the 43 number,
When was the last? I'm sorry, Fisher. I think your mic cut out. Hello?
oh, I'm back.
Alright, no, that's fine.
Okay. What I was gonna say is the last time a Ford carried the 43 number was Richard Petty's 1969 season in the NASCAR Grand National Series, where he drove a 1969 Ford Torino Talladega.
I've always wondered, 1969 was a pretty big year for car manufacturers. I mean, we had the era wars of that time, but looky here, 43 is doing really well. 98's 2 laps down. Here we have the 95, who might just get back this lap down. Look at this. These guys are climbing. It has been a struggle all day for these guys, but they are climbing, and I have to give them props for that. They're in a fast car.
The drivers having to grind and really put in really just that blue-collar work, that blue-collar grind today here at Pocono, just trying to scrape and gang around at the number 38.
I mean, that's true. I mean, the 38, despite putting on quite a show, it's not like these guys haven't been showing a lot of fight to them. A lot of them have a lot of claws going into the 38 right now, just slowly clawing their way up. Looks like there's some contact between the 29 and the 95.
Yep, the 29's of course got a lap down, so I believe under a waiver round, under caution, the 29 would get a lap back.
Believe so as well, but fortunately, this is one of the few caution-free Pocono races.
Yep.
Gotta say, man, I'm very impressed with what's been happening here today.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Yeah.
The 95 is currently in second place, only 31 seconds behind our leader. I'm calling this now. If the 38 were to be passed by anyone, it's that 95 in Curry. Curry is going to be taking this. I bet you. If he doesn't, he's at least going to be second. But it looks like two of the Team Tumbleweeds and one Team Blackwater takes up the 1, 2, and 3 spot. But it looks like the 95 is going to lose his spot again by taking another pit stop. Oh my goodness. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. This now puts the 43 in contention. But looks like if this 38 passes the 43, it'll be back to a lap down for this poor 43 car.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this 38 has been nipping on them all day. All day. He's been nipping and growling and grinding. I really hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the 43 races the 38 here and goes on the defensive to try and protect that position. But I don't think the 43 stands much of a chance. I think he's gonna give the 38 the outside here.
It does look like it.
Oh, 43 comes to pit road.
Well, that puts everyone down. 1 lap. The 38 has not pitted since.
But look who's in second place though.
That is true.
43 in second place now. You know, AJ, you mentioned it just a few minutes ago. The Aero Wars. Now the Dodge Daytonas were so dominant. That's a Dodge Charger leading the field. It doesn't have the nose cone, and it doesn't have the nose cone or the wing of a Daytona, but my gosh, it is channeling the energy, the dominance of those 426 Hemi Charger Daytonas that ruled the speedways and the super speedways of NASCAR back in the late 1960s and early 1970s.
I mean, they were so good they had to be banned. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a pushback for the Dodgers here if they win too much. But honestly, once again, I'll say this again: it's not about the equipment you use; it's about how you use it.
That is true.
The 97. My goodness.
You know, they actually brought out some team members for the, during their pre-race ceremonies. They actually brought out some team members of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and
that was very cool to see. I must say, back in the day, the NFL and NASCAR were actually fighting for the #1 sports series in America. And while NASCAR has fallen off a lot, so is the NFL, if you really think about it. And it's really cool to see the Pittsburgh Steelers want to sponsor some of their own cars. I mean, not even that. The 66 car I seen earlier, Sports Penguins paint scheme with one of the most unique Class 2 railroads sponsoring it. While it's not the only one in this race being sponsored by a Class 2, it is interesting to see.
Yes, and the NFL has a big presence in the world of NASCAR, both virtual and real, with Joe Gibbs owning a NASCAR race team with Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs in the number 54, Denny Hamlin in the number 11. and Christopher Bell in the number 20.
I forget
They
what.
all and Chase Briscoe in the number 19. So Joe Gibbs, winner of Super Bowls in the NFL and NASCAR championships in the NASCAR Cup Series.
You know, I am curious. What team did Joe Gibbs?
The Washington Redskins.
Oh, before they decided to change the name, I see.
Yes, long before they changed the name, Joe Gibbs actually entered the world of NASCAR in the 1990s, winning the Daytona 500 with Dale Jarrett in 1993.
Impressive, I must say.
In the infamous Dale and Dale show that showed Dale Jarrett and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Going toe-to-toe for the win of the Daytona 500. And one of the more wholesome moments about that win was actually Dale Jarrett's father, Ned Jarrett, also known as Gentleman Ned Jarrett, actually calling his win in the television booth.
One other thing I must mention is that even though there's no relation to the NHL, there are two teams in the minor league systems of the NHL that are named after racing. One of them being the Charlotte Checkers of the American Hockey League, and the other being the Indianapolis Fuel of the East Coast Hockey League.
If I do remember, the actually, never mind.
Indianapolis was where Wayne Gretzky started his career with the Indianapolis Racers of the World Hockey Association back
Now-
in the 70s or 80s.
Interesting. Now, forgive me for being wrong here, but on the back of the Coos number 29, what's the logo of that guy? That
Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings. Honestly, their logo reminds me a lot of the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, well, the reason why the Indianapolis Fuel is named the Fuel is because of that racing event.
Wow. Interesting. Very cool.
Ethanol.
And the reason why Charlotte Checkers are named the Charlotte Checkers is because of, NASCAR being in Charlotte.
That is...
Charlotte Motors.
You know, I must say, Jaden.
I'll be surprised if you guys could tell me the NHL affiliates of those teams.
I don't know any of them. So, Jaden.
I'm an NHL fan.
So the Charlotte Checkers are affiliated with the defending back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers, while Indianapolis is affiliated with Chicago, the Blackhawks.
I see. Well, the 97s has taken over second place. What's actually the 29 and third. The 29 team is starting to rally back. The number 95 team has fallen back to fourth, 43 and fifth, the number 98 and sixth, the 75 and seventh. And those are the only cars that are running. The number 98 is 3 laps down. The number 75 is 5 laps down. The 43 is 2 laps down, and the 97, 29, and 95 are all 1 lap down. 38 cars still leading here at Pocono. We'll be coming up to 60 laps to go at lap 101. And that should only maybe mean about 2 or 3 more pit stops.
Gotta say, man. I still think this 95 is gonna do good. I still think this 95 has a chance.
He's been fighting all day. He
Just
hasn't
needs
let-
to use
As long as,
his strategy.
yeah.
He's been in that top 3 all day.
I tell you, that is true. 7 laps to go till we get to the big 100. Then there's 60 laps left. Once we hit 100, we'll go to a commercial break, and then we'll be right back. But for right now, green flag racing at Pocono. Here comes the 29. Gotta say, so far I'm having a heck of a time doing this. This is our first time putting on this venue for the new Vanderlyn Motorsports team that we put together, and these aren't even all the drivers. We still got a few drivers that we need to put together, and hopefully by the end we'll have our very own racing team. We're not even just a team, but a whole league.
By default, we are literally the largest team in the bank.
That is true, but we are not. All of us aren't technically in a team. We're all subdivided into different teams, but we're all owned by Vanderlyn Motorsports. We just race in the Vanderlyn series.
At this point, we're just prime Roush racing.
Pretty much.
Like, legitimately, fun fact, NASCAR fact, in 2005, in the second year of the NASCAR Cup, the second year of the NASCAR Mexico Cup Series with the Chase, there were 10 drivers that were eligible for the Chase the latter part of the season. Half the drivers were from Roush Racing. Half of them, half the field, half the Chase field was Roush Racing drivers. And no, none of them won the Cup. It was Tony Stewart taking the win in 2005.
Kind of a good for him moment, honestly.
Is it just me, or is it kind of forgotten that Tony Stewart won the Cup in 2005?
I feel like it is forgotten. Well, this 29 car is in second currently, and he is catching up to that 38. We're not even going to focus on the 38 because we already know where it is.
Yeah, in the front.
That's true. Here's the 97, 2 laps down. Look at that. Almost half the field is multiple laps down. Actually, a majority of the field is.
If third and second place get 2 laps down, I think that if a caution doesn't fly, that pretty much seals the fate for the rest of the field, because we've seen how the pit cycles work out, and it's hard for these drivers to make up ground with each other.
75 pits again.
Once again.
But looky here. Look who is coming into the pits. Our leader is coming into the pits right now. This could be big. This could be really big. This
you probably
could
see the one-lappers get their lap back.
That is true. And honestly, I'm here for it. As much as I believe that Ashton's one of our best drivers, he definitely has been dominating this field for too long. Oh, but looky here. The 29 pits. This is unfortunate timing.
Has pitted behind,
but it looks like
at least 4 times this race. It is the cat and mouse, except the 38 is the mouse and the 29 is the cat, and the mouse is just too fast for that 29 to catch it.
That is true. But if I'm not mistaken here, the 95 will take the lead.
For the first time.
What did I tell you? I mean, what did I tell you? I mean, out of every car on this track, the 95 is going to take it.
How is the 95 going to take the lead? He's 1 lap down.
Oh, I think the 38 was a lap down as well, because he was in pit, and he was passed by the 95.
Well, no, the 90.
At the line.
Once that 38 hits the line, we'll see for real this time, though.
Oh.
This is probably the
say, though, like,
there he is. I guess you are right. The 38 still has a significant lead.
Yeah.
But not a full lap.
I don't know if in our 2003 is smart enough to think of alternate strategies, but I really wish it would. I really wish whatever gremlins were working inside this thing would say, hey, let's think of an alternate strategy for that 95 and try to get it synced up to the 38.
See, okay, breaking the fourth wall here. I think the reason why this is happening is because I based the 35 car, no, not the 35, the 38 car off of a driver. It was the first one I did before I learned how to create my own. So, but I'm sure once we get everyone in and once we get the aggression settings figured out, then things will become a lot more leveled.
Take care of the race.
It take care. It
Just send them. Wait, what?
definitely be more interesting. That's for sure. But looky here,
just-
the 95. Look at the 95.
49 seconds. He is unlapped 30 whole seconds. This is amazing.
This is what you want to see. This is prime Pocono racing right here.
And he goes into the
Oh
pits yet again.
my god.
And
It's
he's going
just-
to throw it away.
When they always come in the reach, they just seem to just have to come in. Is there conservation at play here, Redline?
I mean, possibly, but at this point, pick and choose. Do you want to be in contention for the win? Or are you just wanting to make sure that you have the fuel in the tires just to get to the end of the race? Like you got to think about, do you want to get into contention for the win? If the answer is yes, then
You have to play a
what I
few
said
races.
earlier, sacrifice your pace a little bit. Try and save some fuel. Try to extend your fuel range and try to get on this similar strategy with the 38. That is probably going to be your only chance of catching up at this point, and you've got 61 laps to do it. You don't have that much time left.
Here she is, but look at this. No, I think it's still a lap down.
Yep.
Maybe
Number
barely.
95 is
But...
making a lap down.
Here comes.
And here we
Here comes
are,
Seth.
lap 101, here at Pocono Raceway. And with this,
60
we go to
laps.
commercial break. About more like 59. I will be back in a little bit. Stay safe, y'all.
Dang it, I was gonna ask him something.
Explodes.
Wait. Ashton, you still there?
He's gone.
No. What do you mean he's gone? He's not dead. He's not dead. Ah man, he's dead.
He's dead, chat.
Quick, pop the champagne.
Jesus.
Vanderlyn Cup brought to you by Wrangler Jeans, the most comfortable jeans money can buy. Coors Beer, the official beer of the Coors Light Pole. The Wheeling and Lake Erie Railroad, providing quality service. CSX Transportation, how tomorrow moves.
Because it can't.
Hey, Jaden, you can't say that. We kind of lose our sponsors.
And with that, we are back to the Vanderlyn 400, sponsored by Wrangler Jeans and Coors. And here we are.
Sponsors.
Sponsored by.
That's why I said it. Here's the 95, the 98, both a lap down.
Place is 97 and who's still second?
Well, no, I will say the 98 has actually regained from 2 laps down, showing that it is possible, but not likely.
You know, AJ, speaking of Wrangler Jeans, I heard that the driver of the number 29 car actually did a commercial the other day where he actually drove his number 29
Oh,
car.
Seth into the pits.
This is not looking good for Seth. Here's our leader. I can already hear the booing from the stand right now.
Home state hero being booed, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here to hear
Just
that.
keeping up on that 95.
The infamous Dale Earnhardt Sr. was actually booed at his home track, despite growing up not even an hour down the road in Kannapolis.
Well, that's true. I guess
Who-
sometimes
whoa,
the
that was
greatest
Ashton
people.
Jones.
I will say one thing. This 95 car has been pushing hard and letting it stick. Like, my goodness. The power of the Florida East Coast courses within him. As we were waiting, though, I think I'm going to get in contact with the pit crew of one of the 75 to ask what their plan is to regain these 5 laps. Oh, look at this. 29. 97 and 29, the Pittsburgh Hero. I've been seeing all over the internet, people are calling the 97 the Pittsburgh Hero. Or the Pocono Pusher.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the 97 has been pushing all day. I mean, he's made it to second place. When he's down, that's still second place money, second place points. So
Pittsburgh got a very unfortunate start after losing number 66, so it's good to see 97 still pulling for Pittsburgh strong.
That is true.
Hopefully 97 doesn't crash like the Steelers every January.
Well, right now 97 is looking pretty promising here, showing that old steel curtain resilience.
Yeah, well, 66.
This isn't
was
the 90s,
fixed
son.
into the Jedi.
We are already off the air for that one.
I will say though, this 97 car has been really pushing it. It looks like it's just behind the 43. I mean, if this guy's only in second, that might put the 43 3 laps down with the 98. And this, well, the 75 is kind of a little bit been screwed over throughout this race. They don't call it the tricky triangle for nothing.
yeah, the 75 actually had, due to him being 5 laps down, probably tap out about lap 156. So he'll be taking it to the hauler much earlier than any other driver here, which is
Who knows?
just how it goes sometimes.
We might have a Hail Melon. You never know.
Might. And you know what? What I think is really impressive is that 29 car got turned early in this race, like lap 4 or 5. Spun down in the infield, managed to save it, and he's rallied back to a 3rd place running. So that's really, I mean, they got Wrangler on the side of that car, maybe showing a little bit of that Dale Earnhardt type grit and tenacity, showing that they're not going to be denied even when they have a setback early
Now
on.
the 97 goes into the pits. Can leader Ashton Jones put the field 2 laps down?
Not good for 97.
You know what I noticed a lot about these cars coming to pit road is that are not experimenting with their pit strategy. They're not taking 2 tires and a tank of fuel. They're all going 4 tires and 2 tanks of fuel. Well, yes, that gives you fresh tires and a lot of gas.
They don't utilize it. They don't utilize that at all. Like, you refresh everything, and then you're just putting yourself down.
You are. You're not giving yourself the best opportunity to gain. I mean, yeah, you might not have. You want to save yourself time on pit road, and taking 4 tires and 2 tanks, two things of fuel and adjustment, and I mean that's a 15, 16 second pit stop, easy. getting a tear off and then cleaning the grill. And yeah, I mean, a full service pit stop, you should really only be doing those like under caution. But under green flag conditions like this, just roll the dice, try something. As we can see, the 38 is looking on to the 95. We know how feisty the 95 is. Will he defend this position?
I'm getting word that we might actually have another race tomorrow after the NASCAR race with more cars. I'm hearing that we might actually have to rerun this race. And I'm hearing this from
Oh, we got contact!
Oh, the 38!
Coming to the wall!
Oh,
38 gets spun into the wall. Oh my goodness. The 90. Look at this. And the 95 spins. Caution is out. We are under caution.
Caution is our first caution of the race.
Holy crap. I thought this was going to go without caution. And I'm telling you, that 95 car is going to drive aggressive no matter what.
Oh my.
That gives the 97 a chance.
Looks like.
No.
it gives 43, 97, 98, 75, all chances to catch up.
That 97 just passed the pace car. Or 95, I should say.
Looks like the 38 came across the 95's nose there, but Mr. Curry didn't give him much room.
It is true. Let's see where our former leader is now. He is at the pits getting fixed up. I think this is the first time where he might have to be a lap down, which technically means that it puts everybody that is a lap down on the lead lap.
Yep. Everyone's going to get the wave around, and no one's from 29 and the 95 are going to be on the lead lap, but the 43, 97, 98, they're all going to be one lap down. So they'll actually start down on the inside, because from my understanding, we're doing single file restarts or double file restarts. So the cars that are going to be one lap down will start in the back. But yeah, this is
exactly what the 75 needs. I'm just saying this now. The 75 needs these 5 laps. If he can make up at least 5, he'll be only 1 lap down.
You never know.
That is true. Here comes the 38 out of pit road as we follow the 97. This race has been very so far the radios are quiet. From what we've... Hold on. I'm getting something from the pit crew of the 38. Ashton is cursing out Curry. Oh my goodness. He is not happy. There are tempers on this track today. There are tempers. And from what I can hear, people are cheering the 97. Oh, not the 97, the 95. They are cheering his name for doing that.
Well, I know I'm cheering
Pissing off your
after
own is not the
97.
best thing to be doing.
The 97 is pitting under caution. I do not blame him.
Meanwhile, number 66 is trying to help the 97 crew. Well, he can't really do much. He gets cheer on his teammate.
Wow.
As he goes into the pit right now.
The 97 should have waited for the pit because he just pitted a couple minutes ago.
Everyone is pitting now. Our first reshuffle.
Yes.
We might get some Felix Satin Racing, folks.
Look at this. This gives everybody a chance.
4 cars on the lead lap now.
The 97.
And look at this. The 38 in third.
The 75 just got a lap back. He might have a chance here.
If there's another caution, just maybe.
Yeah, that's a thing that we shall not forget. There's an old saying in the world of racing: cautions breed cautions. We could have a series of cautions here. We know how these guys race on the restarts. We know how aggressive they can be. This can get very, very interesting.
I'll be honest, man. This This is exactly what most of these cars needed. We needed a caution. Like, with the field being so spread out and there being very little competition, look at this. These guys coming into pit road.
Mhm.
This is quite interesting, and I wouldn't blame them at all for pitting. And now, your new race leader, sponsored by Coors Light, is the 29. 29
From
followed
being
by the 97,
multiple laps down.
the 95.
Now,
This is the parade of color right here. One thing I've been hearing is the 29 car is actually based off the nickel plate road paint scheme for their cabooses, which I think is kind of cool to think about.
yeah, it is. Well, I mean, Nickel Plate Road was known for pretty fast freight trains, and well, NASCAR is known for pretty fast cars, so I guess it fits.
It does. Look at this 43, 38 comes behind the 43. I gotta say, I gotta give props to these guys. They're toughing it out. You guys think the 38's gonna continue to lead this, or do you guys think the 29, the 97, or even the 95 have a chance?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Like, you know, your guess is as good as mine. I think the 38 will still give it hell, but we'll see. I think how this restart's going to work is I think all the cars that are ahead of the 38 are actually going to start in front of him. So, who knows? The 38 might actually lay back on this restart and just kind of let these guys go and just sort it out between themselves.
It goes to
We'll
show
see.
people who say that NASCAR races that they start the same and end the same. That's not true at all. You never
No,
know what can happen.
it's all it takes is one caution, one crash, one anything, and it flips the race on its head. And it's not the same way it was 10 laps ago, or 10 laps ago.
No, we're only 113 laps in, and this is our first caution of the day.
It is. It was an extremely long green flag run, and
Possibly the
we'd probably
longest
go
one.
racing right behind lap 115, 116 if I had to guess. Yep, the cars are forming up for the restart here.
Pace car lights are off. Looks like it's going to be 29 on the outside, 98 on the inside, 97 on the outside, 75 on the inside, 95 on the outside, and the look to be the 43. Yes, the 43 on the outside, and 38 is just trailing behind him.
Yep. So how this restart's going to work is the 29, 97, 95, and 43, they're all behind the 38 on the leaderboard, but because they took the wave around, they start in front of the 38. So it's very important that the 38 will be trying to chase down all the cars in front of them to put them laps down. So it's vitally important for the 29, 97, 95, and 43 to get great restarts here.
For that 75, I think it's crunch time. He's just gotten an extra lap up. He is not doing too good. But now is a good chance to try and hold off and maybe even come back around to take back lap 5, lap 4, lap 3 even. Maybe.
Let's hope. This 75 car is definitely, unfortunately, still 6 laps behind. The 98 is only 2. One more caution could easily change that. It just depends what happens here at Pocono.
That is true. As we come around turn number 3, we will be going back racing with
Looks 29 is your leader.
Yep, 36 laps to go. Well, no, the 38's the leader.
This car's in.
We'll see. It's going to change when it hits the paint. And green flag is out. Let's go racing.
Here comes the 95 on the jump. You're leaving the 38 behind. What is going on?
This is interesting. Look at this. They're all staying
go
together.
Landon on the
29,
inside.
97, and 98 all coming together. Ooh, contact
big
between the
Are
98
they
and
gonna
the
get into the
29.
wall?
Oof!
They lock up.
Look at that.
Into the wall. They're asking it around. 97. No.
97 got turned along with the 95.
97 and 95.
Caution's out.
Practically
Caution
out of it.
is out.
Caution is out. It might just be over for the 97 and 95.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Caution, breed caution.
He's not wrong. At the usually like the end of NASCAR races always ramp up. This is insane, but this gives Nick the perfect chance to get up. And let's take a look at the people involved in that crash. Here he is, the 97.
Yeah.
Still good.
Not- another thing that I talked about on that restart was the number 38 laying back on the restart.
Smart of him.
Yeah, because he knew what was going to happen. He knew that there was going to be a wreck. He knew that something was going to happen. So he laid back on that restart, and what do you know? The guys got into it, and a wreck happened. So 38, he got into that wreck. Supposedly the damage wasn't too severe. The car was able to be repaired, and he's still the leader. So
comes
but
75.
Getting word from the pit crew of the 95. Profusely, Jaden Curry is asking if the driver of the 97 is okay.
Well, we can confirm 97 is okay, as it is still out in the field and has not pitted under this caution. This is a little strange, but he might pit now.
Yeah. Now, this will be interesting because, I don't think no cars under this caution flag have taken the wave around except for maybe the 97 and the 95. But as far as the 43 and the 29, they might line up behind the 38. So the 38 might actually have some competition on this restart, and the 38 having to defend his position.
Well, look at this: the 38, the 43, and what looks to be the 29 coming in for the 38 is coming back out. 43 and the 29 are in. Here comes our former leader rolling out of pit road.
So I think depending on how this restart rolls out, then the 38 might have competition on this restart.
The man who wrecked the 97 is still leading. This is insane. I must say, I have to give him massive credit. We have the 95 behind him, 98, and the 75, with the 38 just coming in behind. Now, the 38 coming out, always pitting under cautions, but coming out last, I think will help it if these guys get into it. However, if these guys don't get into it, the 38 could have a disadvantage. With all of these cars behind him, if they target him, they could keep him behind, keeping him from that first place spot.
Yeah, so actually, so the way it's going to work on this restart actually is the 95, 98, 75, if those are all the cars in front of that number 38. And so presumably I think the 43 and the 29 will line up behind the 38.
Probably not. Look at these guys. If I'm not mistaken, they're getting ready to go on the pit road.
It looks like they are.
Here they are. It looks like these guys line and go on the pit road under caution.
Yep.
Gotta give it to you, man. These guys have been going good. Would you look at this? Look who is in second in the points leading right now. The 43 of Blair.
Yep.
That is impressive. The 43 has been racing well all day, but the one thing I have to commend him for is that he's been mostly staying in the back. Like, out of most of the racers we've covered, the 43 has not been covered that much, and I think that's on purpose. Keep yourself out of the limelight, and all of a sudden, you come out on top once everyone is done dealing with everyone else.
That is, some drivers are just like that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why David Pearson was called the Silver Fox. He would just run clean races all day and then just be in contention, not always for the win, although he did win 105 times in the NASCAR Cup Series, but he would always keep us that's just that is one of the strategies that can pay off in racing is just the old just stay clean, keep your nose clean, and then just try to be there at the end. And sometimes you're in contention, sometimes you just finish mid-pack. But I think the 43 is played it smartly, and right at the front. So,
Well, in 2 laps, this will be lap 40. Only 40 laps to go, I should say.
It is now crunch time for all those 3 cars up there.
How much do you guys think there's going to be another wreck?
It would be crazy to see another wreck.
We just gotta wait and see, really.
That is true.
Because it's getting towards the end, and always towards the end, these drivers get real desperate, especially in the situation that they're in right now.
That is true.
Yes, sir. It's like I said. I mean, the 43 is second, so he'll line up on the outside. The 29 will be third, lining up on the inside of that 38. So we might see a bonsai move by the 29 to try to make a move on that number 38.
Looking at that 43 car.
That 43.
There might be history in the making.
Oh,
We're going
here
down the
we
file.
go.
And like I said, there might be history in the making.
On out here.
There's not been a single Bahama Horn driver to win in the Cup Series. This might change today.
That might just change. Here we got 38 on the outside, 95 on the inside, 43 on the outside, 98 on the inside, 29 on the outside, 75 on the inside, and finally the 97 on the inside.
So,
look at this.
So for context on this restart, the only cars they'll be racing for competition are the 38, 43, and 29. From 95, 98, 97, 75, all those cars are at least 1 lap down. The number 95 will be the first car lap down. We know how that 95 has raced the 38. Watch for some very aggressive racing out of the 95 and the 38. This is not over.
Oh no, I still wouldn't be surprised if that 95 wrecks the 38 and causes the 38 to be out of contention. 38 has been racing good all day, but at the same time, you never know what could happen in the final moments of this race. Looks like we're going to be going green.
That could be at the cost of the other racers.
That is true. That is true, but that's up to him. Only time will tell. I believe out of this turn, pit car comes in, or the pace car comes in, and we're off to the races.
This is only a virtual race, but my heart is beating. Like,
we should, honestly, like, breaking the fourth wall here. This is really fun.
Can we do a radioactive version?
Wait, guys.
okay.
Pace car's in. Green flag's out. Let's see them. Here they are. They are out. They are out. 95 takes the lead. Look at this.
Away with Seth on the inside. Jesus Christ, we're already getting some desperate moves here.
But look at this. The 43 passes the 38. The 43 takes the lead.
Blair is going to be your leader if he gets up to turn 4.
My goodness. Remember what I said earlier about what could happen if the 38 just lets him have it? Look at this. The 38
We're
loses
3
its lead.
wide.
Whoa,
Nick into the
20
wall. 29 contact.
Man,
oh
he saves it.
my goodness. Look at this racing. That 43, he really just deserves it.
29 losing a little bit. Allison losing it. And Blair coming to
29.
the line.
But the 29
your
takes it
leader.
from him. The 29
no.
is leading. Oh my
Can he fight
goodness.
back?
Bahama boy takes it.
Whoa,
The 29 though is
crossover,
not taking
crossover
it.
happening. Allison switches lanes. Can Blair get back?
That's a great
Wow.
question. This is interesting. Finally a lane change. The Blair takes it on the outside.
Clears into the lead.
Look at this, boys. He just hits the wall a little bit.
And the wall. That's gonna put him back stropping.
40
That
laps
is
to go.
true, but the 29 takes him out. Blair on the outside line, 29 on the inside. Let's see how these
Blair
guys
riding
take
the
it.
wall. He's rimming the wall. And 29 into the
Pits.
pits.
43
29 pits. And Blair's
takes
your
it.
leader.
Look at that. I am impressed. 43 this whole time staying below the pack takes it in. Very
That is-
impressive.
That is very
Jorge
impressive.
Doing what he can. And now look
Now-
at him.
How will the 43 navigate lap traffic? He's been lap traffic all day. Now, how will he navigate lap traffic as the leader of
Well,
this
depending
race?
on how this goes, the 43 might just lap everyone, but looks like everyone is on the lead lap except for the 75. Man, I feel bad for that 75 car.
Yeah, I mean, that
Not once has those two cautions been able to help him. He's been fighting his equipment. He's been fighting luck all day. And now he's another lap down.
That
and
is
you know what?
unfortunate to
If-
see. Here's the 95. If the 43 passes 95, that'll put him a lap down.
Do you think
But
the
we'll
95 is
see.
going to let that
Rocket.
happen? I think so.
We'll
gonna
see what
rocket
happens.
In that 95,
Curry.
put up another fight. Blair
It
has
doesn't
it
look
on
like
the
it.
inside.
Looks like Ashton is coming in. He is not going to let it.
And on the inside, Blair clears Mr. Curry. And Jaden Curry will be a lap down. Oh, into the wall. Into the
Poor
wall
Curry.
goes Mr.
Curry has been racing hard all day, but I still believe that this man can come back. I still believe it. Here's our
He's been
43
showing
car.
flashes all day.
It is true. 43 coming around to your start-finish line. Ashton has dropped all the way to 5th place, 6th place. What is going on with the 38?
And the 38 is now a lap down, something we have not seen all day long.
This poor 38 car is not doing well at these final stages. It's not something you want to see.
Perhaps he's just worn it out. This is probably why these teams have been conserving so much, pitting all these laps. Perhaps there is some give and take to be
Ooh.
had.
Contact into the wall.
Look
That
at
is
the
one thing that
43.
has
The
concerned me.
43 might set a second record with a different driver lapping everyone.
This has never happened.
We're
in
at the
wrestling now.
97 now.
Well,
He
it might.
just do it.
He passes the Steelers car.
4th place is now a lap down.
Oh my goodness. All he has to do is pass the Seth and the Allison. And all we have to do is see how he can do. But wait a minute. Will the will the 97 take it?
Can he bite back?
That is true. For the 97.
It's getting a little high here. Oh, into the wall goes all 3 of them.
But it looks
They're
like the
crushing their cars hard
43
out there.
has got quite a lead on this 97 car.
Yeah, you know, like, I understand that, you know, obviously we see what's happening now, but if a caution had came out just shortly after the last restart, that would have put every car except the 75 on the lead lap and in contention.
True.
That pretty much would have hit the full reset button right there. We needed at least one more caution after that one in order to get the rest of the field in fighting contention. Because everyone on that last caution was taking the wave rim.
Rim riding. Oh, into the wall goes the 97 again. He's dropping back. 95 will take away that position. Can the 95 get that lap back after all?
And with that, we go to a commercial break.
We might as well. I think I know who's going to be in the running for the NASCAR World Chargers Award this year.
And we are back at the Vanderlyn 400. I must say, these guys have been racing hard all day. The 43 taking position after being in the back of the pack for so long. It's very nice to see. The 38 car moving all the way to second to last place is very sad to see, but at the same time, people in the crowd were cheering at this man's defeat. But I wouldn't count him out just yet. The 43, the Bahama boy, is still leading this pack. As long as there's not a caution, there's a chance he might take it. He might take it.
Yep.
What a reverse of roles here. Now, from lap traffic, he has come to putting massive double-digit deficits on the field, as Ashton has done to him just before. Here comes Nick on the inside of the 29. Maybe he's on the
That
grind.
is not Nick, that is Seth.
That is Seth. I am an idiot. God dang it.
It's alright. The 95 and the 29 are a drag race for first and second.
What do you
but
mean
this
95?
98. Sorry. See, we both made mistakes.
It may or may not be 12:20 a.m. EST while we're filming or streaming
Right
this.
now, it is 12:20. Oh, into the wall.
I mean,
Again,
is
these
it
guys
worth
have been
it
hitting
though?
that wall quite frequently, especially in
absolutely.
the
This 98 car has been pushing all day, and even if it gets a third place finish, that is still a respectable finish. It looks like it's going to take it from the 29, but look at the 43. If the 43 can come up and take it from these guys, just think about what might happen.
That we might set a new NASCAR record here, and that is 2 drivers lapping the entire field in one race. That I don't think even we only have 10 cars that were going to take the green flag today, but still, I think this is a genuine 1 in a million race.
Here we have the 38, still 1 lap down. What a fall from grace this man has endured today. And honestly, it's unfortunate, man.
That wreck didn't do him much good.
It did not. It did not at all. But you know what? Gives these other people a chance.
Yeah,
Looky here. 29 coming into the outside of the 98. Is he gonna pass? He's gonna pass.
Fighting for that second place.
I mean, I'd fight for it too if I were in this race. And look at this. Here is Nick on its all the way down. Goodness, the 43 is just nowhere to be seen. But it looks like, look at this. The 97 and the 95 have made up lap time. What happened? Oh, the 43 pit. And so is Seth.
Has to do this pitting.
So is Seth, along with the 97
It might just
and the
slip away.
95. Who is left? Wait a minute.
Looks like he's taking those 2 tires.
Is the 43 out? 43 is out, still leading. 38 car has made up its lap loss. Ironic, is it not?
Yeah, you
Not
know,
having to worry about that all day, and now on crunch time.
you know,
Here's
the
our
best
second. Say 20. The 29 takes first place for the first time. My goodness. Frankie Addison.
And we're under 30 laps to go.
Up into
If
the
he
wall
can
with
hold-
Nick here.
If the 29 can hold, he might take it. This came out of nowhere.
Where are these guys all coming from?
The 43 is 12 seconds back.
It is interesting because the 29, if the 29 started pretty far back, but here comes, holy crap, the 38 is already in third place. We might see a absolute,
Resurgence.
more than a resurgence, this is like a full-on conquering of the point system here. The 29 looks like it's gonna pass that 75 car though,
The 38,
and
if
passed.
it manages to come back and still win this race, that will be absolutely amazing.
Well, not so amazing for the fans.
He led the most laps this race, not really doing much for the fans either.
Nope, that's true.
And an underdog, possibly going to slip away. We just have to hope this 29 can hold on.
And look at Seth, just coming behind here at the Seth. If Seth's car can catch up, then he'd have to
Then he could
pass
probably
29.
get that lap back.
He probably could. He could be in contention for at the very least third place or second. Caution! There's a caution out. What happened? We do not know why this caution has been put out, but a caution has been put out. Debris. Look at this. The 75 pits.
Once again.
Not a good time to pit. You could easily make up lap time here. And here is 43, our second placer at the moment. Taking it first to the line.
This is going to be interesting because this is going to have... So the cars that will be on the wave around are the 98, 97, 95, and the 75. The
True.
3 cars that will be in contention for the win are the 29, 43, and 38. So, does the 38 make a late race charge here?
Great question. It all depends what happens. We are in just the final bits, but look at this. This whole row of leaders are coming into pit row.
We're probably gonna go back racing with like lap 139, lap 140. So we'll be going back green with possibly over under 20 laps to go.
This will be interesting to see. I'm interested to see. We have this race end under caution. I mean, at first, when we were looking, we didn't think, but now it's a possibility that we might have one of our few races end under caution. Here's the 95 behind the pace car.
I mean, we're not gonna do a whole 20 plus laps under caution, but we're definitely gonna take some laps off the board, which will make these guys more aggressive and possibly this is gonna amp up the energy because 20 laps I think is just right around what these guys been running. You know, like pit road wise, you know, like fuel runs and tire runs and everything. And so, yeah, this will be very interesting.
We just saw people in the chat. One person in the chat just said, "Turn 2 is the new Darlington. Darlington. Everyone keeps hitting it." And you know what? Yeah, but it seems
Quite
to be
literally,
working
turn
out.
2 is getting beaten to hell and back today. That is the most corners. That is the one corner that keeps getting hit the most.
I wouldn't
out
be
of-
surprised if that's a
Honestly-
new NASCAR record.
Honestly, actually, no. I am getting word from NASCAR. The caution was from the tower wanting to inspect the walls around this racetrack.
You know, I don't blame them. I mean, if you saw how bad
Possibly
a
a
lot
bit
of
of
this
wear and
is,
tear for the safer barriers.
yeah, that's true. Here comes the 29 and the 38, just at the end of the pace line. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is like the first half of this race was kind of a slog fest, but just at the end, it's getting exciting. I am curious, who are you all rooting for?
I mean,
I'm rooting for 97.
it's either the 40. I think the 43, because it's such a legacy car number. It'd be great to see the 43 back in victory lane. So
That 43 came out of nowhere. He's been working hard for this. He deserves this.
Look at this. All of the lap guys have made up their lap. This is anyone's game.
I'm rooting for 38.
Oh,
There-
great. You're not rooting for your teammate, bud.
So the way it's going to work on this restart is the 43, 29, and 38 are going to be racing for the top three spots. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Wait, no. Fourth,
Except for
fifth,
respect.
and sixth are going to be in front of the 43. We're trying to stay on the lead lap. If we get a caution after this restart, then that would put fourth, fifth, and sixth behind the 38 or the 29 or whoever ends up second. So basically, at that point, everyone would be on the lead lap.
Believe it or not, I still believe that this 95 car has a chance. I believe that this 95 car will pull through in the end. However, we're not going to know until this comes out. Honestly, I am curious to hear what you guys think. From what I'm hearing, officiating is saying that we might have a race tomorrow. Considering most of us cannot watch the NASCAR race because we don't have FS1 to just put on our own. What do you guys think? I've been hearing about this, so I don't know.
It'd be fun. Preferably, we go to maybe we try a different track. Maybe
Yeah.
not have. But
What I'm hearing, a lot of people want us to try Michigan.
Oh dear God, I'm having PTSD from NASCAR 25 lobbies.
Oh. Well, what do you?
you want to see a car fly through the grass at 200 miles an hour?
I'm hoping 66 doesn't have another crappy SD50 engine failure. Wait, no. Sorry, SD45 engine failure.
Oh, come on, don't do my 45 dirty like that. I mean, it's true, which makes it hurt all the more. Look at this. Is this how we're starting? In this configuration?
It looks like, yeah, the 75 is the only car a lap down, at least one lap down.
That is true.
The 95, 98, 97 are all racing to stay on the lead lap.
All right, we got 95 on the 95 on the outside, 75 on the inside, 98 on the outside, 97 on the outside, 43 on the outside, 29 on the outside, and if I'm not mistaken, the 38's on the outside as well. Yep, I was right. And all, what do you guys think of this so far? You like this?
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is good.
Is it,
like,
wait, I gotta hear, is it better than Backstretch?
Not really,
I like
but it's
Backstretch
certainly
better.
up there.
I like Backstretch better only because I can actually race in it, but this is so cool.
And there's like a bit of chaos, and that's kind of what I love about it.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
make this chaos. We just have to adjust settings.
It's nice. It's just,
I
it's a lot
would-
more fun when you're interactive with.
Like
your-
you're the driver. That's kind
Yeah.
of the fun about it. But
True.
in the end, this is kind of like basically our story mode, and that's what I love about 03.
I
Back.
also like this because I got to choose my sponsors and my paint scheme.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. We're gonna have these saved as live streams, so we can go back and save.
Ooh, looky here, boys.
Pace car's out. We're going back racing, boys.
Our leader of the 95. Green flag's out. Here we go.
We're gonna be going back racing with 42 laps to go.
Look how close are
Whoa,
Seth
Seth
making
is
a
going for
big,
dive.
push by Seth. Looks like the 67, oh, not the 67, the 97's out on the outside.
Oh, we're
There's a
getting
lot
bit
of contact. Steelers car's pushing
Oh,
95.
it's getting close.
43 is making a great run up by Seth. 38 falling back. Look at this. Ooh, look at that. These guys are
Trying
fighting.
to
Ooh,
ram
lot
over
of
these
contact.
guys. Here comes that 38 car.
Oh yeah, 38's really struggling now.
Well,
No, he's not.
39
I
and
don't think he
43.
is.
I think he's doing it on purpose. Look at this.
Possibly conserving here.
Probably
That's-
trying to avoid a potential collision here.
It's a 29.
29.
29 passes to 43.
Lead.
We got a crossover going. Maybe he can take it back.
The 38 is nowhere to be
Back into
seen.
the draft.
My goodness, the 43 is trying to make a pass in the 29.
Turn through.
Oof,
Into the wall
oof,
goes
oof,
out.
oof.
Oh.
43 pushes, but he saves
He
it.
sees it. But he
Yeah,
will
he-
not. He will fall back. Oh,
Caution
no.
is not thrown for that one. Seth taking it
Oh,
out.
no.
Comes in behind the 29.
It's a
Who's gonna
damn
make it?
shame.
29's gonna pass the finish, and is now our leader. However, Seth does not count. He is a lap behind. Look at that. 29 banks to the corner.
29 was to let the 98 go right here.
Yeah, 98 still got a lot to make up.
You're 20 laps to go. You just got into it with the 43.
Yeah, here comes the 43 though. in second place. Coming around that
Not
corner.
over. He's still got 20 laps to go. Ooh.
A lot of them wall right.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Nick, going into the grass!
Nick into the grass.
Nicholas Patrica going into the grass.
I
My
guarantee
goodness.
you
To that 75 machine.
that I guarantee you that 75 machine had a full lock to the right while in the grass, which is what a save, what a driver.
And he's known for those in the lower feeder series.
Aw, this 29 car is not giving up his position even to someone who is a lap down. Look at this. He
This
is
is risky.
on that
This is
98.
risky racing now. In the closing stages, 19 laps to go. Do you really want to be racing a lapper this hard?
Oh no, you never really want to. I mean, especially since you've kind of already got it in the bag anyways.
Wall.
Ooh, violent bounce off the
Racing
wall.
hard anyway, it seems.
75 into the wall back there as well.
Well, that's up to Allison. Let's see if he's got it in him to last 19 more laps.
Of course, reckless Mustang drivers.
And he will take you in for that one. 38 has yet to cross the finish.
Yeah, the 38 is...
The 38 is still
oh.
in third. He is not a lap down, but
No.
he is he is behind the pack. That is for sure. 29 coming through. Look at this. Banking into the turn. Getting a good lead over that 98, but the 98 did not hit the wall.
Everyone's going into the wall.
Everyone is passing that 43.
98. Seth almost on the bumper.
That 29 car, my goodness, man.
Draft.
This is insane to look at.
The 98, it's, you've got a 2.1 second lead, 2.9 second lead over second place. You're just smart just to let this 98 go.
Well, I don't think he is.
Oof. That was a bit too close for comfort for the 29 and 98.
I mean,
This rough racing is definitely going to affect him, and I feel like that 98's not going to forget him for that. Oof! Into the wall.
Another
Into the wall hard.
Did you see that? Look at that.
Right in the wall here.
We're going to start calling that the Hail Jaden.
Drivers.
That turn to wall has to be worn out by now.
well, these race cars are almost 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
They're constantly hitting that wall over and over and over. Like, I mean, we understand this next gen cars are built like tanks, but oh my goodness.
29 car coming around here. This battle is going on for quite a while. Let's go back into the pack here. Here's the 97 car. He is a lap down. And here is the 43 of Blair, Bahama Man. This man is one of the first NASCAR drivers from native and from the Bahamas. He's been racing fairly well here today, and even if he does finish second, that is a very respectable finish.
It would be very interesting to see how these cars perform in a track like Michigan, where the cars can spread out and they probably have a lesser chance of hitting the wall.
That is true. But at the same time,
I think these cars are just craving that big, wide open space where they can stay in the throttle a lot more. And you know what? We might actually get almost close to racing in Michigan.
that's true.
All right, looks like the battle of the 98 and the 29 was like maybe stabilized a bit. And we're coming up to...
Ooh, 98.
29 is pitting.
29 is pitting.
29 is kidding.
But you guys know what this
With
means,
that,
right?
Blair takes
Blair
back
takes
the
the
lead.
lead. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Bahama
Okay,
Kid might
this-
do it.
Okay, this will present the question: does the 43 pit soon, and does the 38 go with him? Does the 38
Yeah,
play the long game? He's 13 seconds back, but can the 38 extend the fuel? I mean, what did we talk about at the beginning? Pocono coming down to just pit stops and fuel mileage.
Looky here, the 98 is no longer one lap down. This is interesting. However, if that 43 car passes him, he might just do it.
It might just be for naught.
Well, it depends. This
Getting
43
riding the
car,
wall here.
this 43 car has enough of a
He's
chance.
in the
He's
pit.
coming in the pit. He's pitting.
He's pitting. Does Ashton Jones go with him? Does the 38 go with him?
That is a great question, but I don't know. Here is the 38.
Coming back
38
around.
stays out.
It might just be your leader.
Well, no,
No,
not yet.
he's
No.
Back out. Is the 43 back out?
Yes, I believe so.
Nope, 43 is still on pit row.
And Ashton Jones might be able to steal back what he has rightfully dominated.
This is incredible, guys. After so many cautions, this man was at the back of the pack for so long, and only at the end, when it matters, he comes in.
They called Kevin Harvick the closer for many, many years in the NASCAR Cup Series. Famous examples: Auto Club 2011, Talladega 2010, Martinsville 2011, Coca-Cola 600 2011, Daytona 500 2007. Can Ashton Jones in the number 38 Dodge bring home a win here at Pocono?
And he is. He
11 laps
is
to go.
leading.
He is your leader.
Sorry, 12
Holy
laps to
crap,
go.
that has to be a record for most positions lost and most positions gained under the circumstances he was in.
Wow, the 38 car is in the lead.
Not since Bill Elliott have we seen such a resurgence from laps down, and this was at a super speedway. He was at a super speedway. This, in comparison, is like a cookie cutter. A large cookie cutter. And yet Ashton was able to pull it off. 38 seconds back. He might just have it locked.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
It is true.
Ashton's chickens before they roost. But like,
Jones is slow.
we still got
He's
11
going
laps to go
into
here.
Here comes 75 out of the pit row. And here comes Ashton
He's
pitting.
Ashton Jones is finally pitted.
My
38
goodness.
seconds back is the 29. Can the
29
38 get on and off pit road before the 29 catches him?
I don't
This is
think
a
it's
game
possible.
of speed. Your pit crew has to get you on and off pit road. Stat.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Look at the
He's gonna
29.
cut it close.
It's
And
not
he's
cutting
not.
it close. 29 takes it.
going by.
10 laps to go.
He is still on pit road, but he still has a chance of taking this. He just has to wait for them all to go. What is wrong with the 38? Something doesn't seem right here, but don't know. But here is your new race leader, Frankie Allison in the 29. That. Ooh, Seth hits the wall. The 43. Look at this. 3 wide. This is like the King, Lightning McQueen, and Chick Hicks right here. This is absolutely insane.
This is absolute cinema as we come to 10 laps to go here at Pocono.
That 38 car definitely gonna start moving down the paces here.
43 car is 3.6 seconds back.
I'll be fully honest with you, man. I don't know. This 29 car has got a good lead on this 43.
They played that pit strategy cycle perfectly. They cycled, they pitted first, but yet look where it got them. It got them out front with a 3.6 second lead, and we're coming up around to 9 laps to go.
I'm telling you guys now that the 29 might win this. If the 29 can hold off everyone else and there's not a caution, he's gonna win this without a doubt.
He only has a few laps to do this. It's crunch time.
It is crunch time. Unless this 38 can pull a Hale Bessemer, we'll see what happens.
9 laps to go here at Pocono Speedway.
This is insane. Here comes the 29. The 98 is right behind him, but he is a lap down. This is an exact replica of what happened just a few laps earlier.
Yeah, and if I was the 29, I would let this 98 car
by.
We have nothing. I mean, yeah, it's a 1-car barrier between you and second, but pick and choose your battles.
Letting off a bit.
Plus, it doesn't gain. There's no advantage to be gained here.
No, there isn't.
But with what we've seen so far, is the 29 going pit soon?
Laps to go.
And who will go with him?
Great question. We'll just have to see. 29 goes around the corner. 98 trailing.
So if the running order doesn't change, then the 98, 97, 95, and the 75 will all finish at least 1 lap down. The 38 car will finish in third, and the 43 car will finish in second. And as far as I'm aware, this is NASCAR Racing 2003. So if a caution flag does come out to the closing lap here, chances are this race will end under caution. I don't think
That's true.
green white checkers are not a thing in this simulator. So the race will end under caution. If
Looks
a
like the
caution flag-
Looks like the 29 car.
Seconds with each lap.
That is true. But can he do it in about 6 laps?
That is interesting. He's got to get a tenth or more. He's got to get more than a tenth of a lap. More than a tenth of a second a lap. Can the 43 run down the 29?
I don't know. But
6 laps to go.
Oof.
Yeah, 7 laps to go.
Into the wall again.
But look how close he is. Look at that. The 98 car has actually taken back its lap.
This isn't over. This is not over. We're coming to 6 laps to go.
We might just see something light up here.
Look at that gap. We're going to focus on the 43 here.
5. Blair has just made up 5 whole tenths.
The Bahama boy might just do it. I'm saying I can't wait for
turning it down.
I can't wait for him to hear this news.
Blair is driving. Blair has put his Ford into overdrive, and he's trying to run down the 29 car of Frankie Allison 2.8 seconds behind.
As we come in to lap 156. Just about here.
5 laps to go. Can all that 43 needs is a sniff of the draft down one of the straightaways, and will close right up.
He's now 1 second back.
Only one.
Just about 1 second back.
Just, my goodness. This 29 car, though, is holding it on. Only 4 laps left. Oof. I tell you.
Here comes a 43. He is charging.
That is all it took. That is Just one break of momentum, one slip into the wall, and the 43 is gonna get there. Coming
It's
up
gonna
to
be a
4 laps
drag
to go.
race.
He's closing the jaws. With 4 laps to go.
Oh my gosh, he is right there. He is within
He is
10.
right there. He is right there. Can he run him down? My heart
just
is
have to see.
pounding.
This will be the
My
If-
heart is legit pounding right now. This is
This is
insane.
awesome.
This is so awesome.
real question here. I feel like the Team Blackwater having their first win of the season over Redline Overload Racing. It would be insane.
43. The 43 had a good run. They are within 6 car lengths. Even that. Coming up to 3 laps to go here.
But will the 29 make it 3 laps? About to be 2 laps once we hit this. Oh my goodness.
3 laps to go
3 laps
here
to
at
go.
Pocono Speedway.
2 laps now.
It's
Dear
3.
God. Is it 3? Oh yeah, because never mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
3 laps to go.
Oh my goodness. The
He is right
43
there. He is
is
closing.
right there. The 29 though is not gonna give this up
Can he
easy.
get him? Can
Oh,
he?
This ain't gonna
Can the
be easy.
43 materialize a
no,
run?
no.
He might
43
just
goes to
have
the
a run.
outside.
Here we go
29
into
goes to
turn
the
3.
inside.
Here we
Oh
go
my
into turn 2. Into the wall. Can he go by? Can he go by?
Wait. Blair's making a pass. Blair making a pass. Blair takes it. Blair takes it. Blair takes it, but that
We got a
29 is
crossover. Breaking news. Frankie Allison. We are side by side at the front stretch, and Blair is your leader with 2 to go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
The 29 is falling back. Oh wait, forget what I said.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
gonna
they're
run.
bumping.
We got
Contact. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Bumper, let's see who gets it.
Oh my
43 has
goodness.
the advantage going turn 2 here.
Wow, they missed
That
the wall this
Who
time.
is it?
that
Is he gonna go
43
or
is
die?
not gonna let go. That 43.
He is not gonna let this slip away. He's not going to be denied.
29. Oh my gosh.
Here we
Hey, they
go. It is
White
all.
flag.
It all starts now. 1 lap
White.
to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
White flag sponsored by the Bessemer Lake Erie Railroad. Oh my gosh.
This is insane, man. The 29 has to get a good
Blair.
run.
Frankie trying to close him down.
I don't think
But
the
it's
29
not
is
gonna
gonna
be
get
it.
On that wall.
needs to be on his bumper into turn 3.
And now, the deciding
Let's
factor.
take
Turn
this up after
2.
the 43. In this turn,
He's gonna go. Oh, he's closing. He's closing. Can he do
gonna be
this?
a Hail Melon. Watch him in turn 3.
Open it. Oh no, he loses it. He goes high. The checkered flag is waving.
Blair
Hastanet is making history. Blair Hastanet has won the
Blair
Cup
takes
Series.
it. Blair.
Blair Hastanet wins the Vanderlyn 400 at Pocono. What a race! What a finish!
Holy crap.
Holy!
You ever?
No,
Someone
I've
needs-
never!
Yeah.
Holy!
Wow.
This finish was brought to you by Antonio Brown's Premium Furniture Throwing Company.
Holy
God.
crap.
That was the run of
Holy!
ages. The 43.
This finish was brought to you by the Pittsburgh Steelers annual Choke Fest in January.
Okay, let's just think about what happened. Within the last 80 laps of this race, the 43 was 1 lap down, 2 laps down. Through caution, pit strategy, and just outright pace.
Absolutely
43.
phenomenal.
Chased down the 29 and passed him to win
absolutely
Christ.
phenomenal drive. And with that, history has been made. Blair Hasseldat becomes the first-born driver from the Bahamas to win in NASCAR.
And let's think about this. The 43 is back in victory lane. Gentlemen, the 43
is back in
the
victory
legendary
lane.
number that Richard Petty made famous, 200 wins in the NASCAR Cup Series, has been brought back to victory lane by the first Bahamas native driver. History has been made today here at Pocono Raceway in one of the most thrilling finishes we have ever seen in recent years.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was insane.
Wow.
And here comes the 38. Before the finishing, he would have finished in 3rd place. My goodness. The official results are so the 43 takes first, 29 takes second, 98 takes third, the 38, despite leading most, takes fourth, 97 takes fifth, 95 takes sixth, and the 79 takes seventh, with the 19 taking eighth and the 66 taking ninth, and the 86 taking 10th. And if I'm not mistaken here, that's the race, gentlemen.
Yes, it is. Man, that
and
was.
Here it is.
Wait, no, you forgot to see the replay.
We have it on YouTube. We streamed the whole thing.
Oh, you're right. Oh man, I wanted the file.
Oh well.
Got the stream to go watch back. I mean, I guess AJ can go back and edit the stream. But wow, that was.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
That was amazing.
Wow.
So in the end, tomorrow we will be doing the Michigan. We will do it after.
So long from
Tomorrow we will be doing Michigan with more cars, more drivers, and more chaos. I am Ashton Studios, and thank you for attending the Vanderlyn 400 at the Pocono International Speedway in NASCAR 2003 with, honestly, so far, one of the best finishes and a new record set by one of the first native Bahamans to take a NASCAR Cup win. Not for the champion, but one Cup win.
This could be the start of something great, gentlemen.
All right, and Jaden, say with me. Hey, don't drive like my brother. Hey, and don't drive
like my brother.
Remember, guys, drive it in, hope it sticks.